3. What?
Hello!
Hell yeah. Get spawn camped? Right, I can't go bald. I don't have a bald PNG, so we're gonna bank that until next time I use my model.
Hmm.
How's everyone doing? Load.
I'm doing okay.
Yeah.
I've been very eagerly binge watching the trailers for Batman Caped Crusader and the Nosferatu remake.
I have not seen anything about that.
So Spidey and I have different takes on the Batman trailer.
Good start.
I'm a hater.
It's honestly, I get where Spidey's. Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
Oh no, sorry. I was just checking the audio. You're fine.
Okay.
Okay,
Um,
No, sorry.
Okay.
I should have specified. That wasn't like anything fucking up. That was just my phone being really loud.
Okay, excellent.
Okay. So what I was gonna say was
awesome.
that, so Caped Crusader, it's the new animated show, coming from, so it's basically sort of like a spiritual successor to Batman the Animated Series. Bruce Timm is spearheading it.
Cool.
Matt Reeves, who directed the Batman, is executive producing it.
And unfortunately, J.J. Abrams is also involved in some capacity.
Yeah, but I mean, it sounds like he's just there as a executive producer for clout purposes. Okay,
As far
I
as
get
we
that,
know,
yeah.
he's just putting his name on it.
Okay, so no.
Oh, can I not
meant
just
to
go there
explain-
yet?
No, what? So remember when last we left our heroes, you guys, we picked up a new warp gummy from Sid that was hidden inside thing because the idea is he made a warp.
Oh,
portal.
that's right.
So,
He said to install it.
okay, but
Yeah.
yeah, I think you need to talk to him first.
I believe I did talk to him.
Did you talk to him after you got it or not? That's what I'm trying to.
No. It's we're all wrong. There's a portal next to Traverse Town, I believe.
It is.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't see it. Yes, I didn't see it though. That's why I was asking. So let's get back. Yes,
no,
it's
right
not
there.
there. No,
No,
that's
it's
the one for.
No,
That's for
no,
a different
that,
thing.
th-
The-
no,
the
no,
ones
that's
on the-
one.
Guy.
No, it's not. It's the one we're talking about
Hey,
is
no,
on.
shut up! That's the one.
I'm just looking at them. So I hit this one.
No, oh my gosh.
I'm so. I was just asking for confirmation.
I am fairly confident, at least in all the times I've played Kingdom Hearts, the warp portal is between Traverse Town and Olympus Coliseum.
It's like, okay, fine. You're gonna make me bring up the guide then.
I could be wrong. I'm just saying, like, that's what I was saying, because, like, I could be wrong, because
What?
I could be wrong. I'm just going off of what I'm sorry. I'm not. I'm sorry.
Kill me now. Kill me.
No, dude, no, it's fine. Just
freaking.
chill. No stress.
No, I'm seeing it on the guide, and it should be directly underneath Traverse
It is.
Town, and
Yeah.
so no, there's.
Yeah, which is,
So,
and the one that's beneath Traverse Town is Olympus Coliseum.
no, it's not. It should be directly beneath Traverse Town,
Well, let me go talk
but
to
it's not
Sid
there.
then.
That's what I was saying. That's why I was saying. That's why I was saying we needed to talk to Sid because it hadn't been installed yet. The aristocrats, everybody.
You know what? I'm remembering him telling me to go find it and thinking that was when he
Yeah,
installed
that's
it. That's what it was.
Yeah,
what I,
that's
yeah,
that was
that's
it.
what I was thinking. Yeah, that's what I was.
Dang it.
Okay, no worries.
You know, I'm starting to understand why this game has killed multiple LP channels.
Yeah, it's a great game. I love it, and I've been enjoying the ride. But this is one of those games, like, we talked about this before, like, the level design and stuff where, like, okay, you have to do random things that the game doesn't tell you to do.
Yeah.
And if you're, it's very easy to get caught up in the works or whatever, and we get into unintended, yeah, see
Hi,
right
Chip
there.
and or Dale.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
This was probably a bad idea, but I mean, it's too late to quit now.
No, I think we'll be fine. It's,
You doing okay, man?
Freaking, I don't know.
No, you're fine.
Who's to say at this point?
Don't worry about it. It is stressful and easy to get overwhelmed when everyone's talking at once. It's not a big deal.
yeah, exactly. It happens.
Oh, I almost got through all of those without hitting a single ring. That was almost really impressive. Is that the... Yeah,
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I was gonna say the dark, nefarious-looking portal certainly wouldn't be taking you to Hollow Bastion. Nope, no siree.
Well,
It takes you to,
specifically, I was like, you know what? This could just be. I briefly couldn't remember if there was another warp hole on the path, and I'm like, if this takes me to
No,
fucking
there's-
Neverland.
There's a few weird portals in this game. Now, that's why I'm glad they revamped and streamlined the gummy ship system after this game. Because, like, there's stuff I like about how they go about it in this game. There's a certain mood, like we were talking about before, how, like, okay, the deeper in you get, like, they change the color palettes to reflect how serious it's getting, and, like, the music, the music variation on the theme gets more and more ominous. But stuff like what just happened with these things about, okay, the warp gummy and all that, you know, like all the different confusing hullabaloo around that.
Do the Heartless really know how to pilot, you think?
I don't know that they necessarily know how to pilot. I like to think that a lot of them are just living Heartless that are in the shape and form of ships.
Yeah,
And they're
that's
just
what I was
flying
thinking.
around.
Like,
Ooh,
They're
that's
not
freaky,
actually
and I
ships, they
like
just
that.
Yeah,
I
because like there's
assume that the ships just are heartless.
yeah, because like and you see a lot of that in Cage too, where like there's like animated Heartless that look like giant cars or airplanes and stuff like that. So it's like it's not really a stretch to imagine some of them looking like giant spaceships.
Yeah, we even see freaking in Neverland. There's the freaking pirate ship Heartless.
Oh, that's
Yeah, that's
true.
right.
No, you said cars. Now
So the-
Cybertruck Heartless boss that defeats itself.
And I
See,
mean,
you went
there's-
somewhere else. I was thinking, freaking, we go to Cars World, as in Pixar's Cars, and we
Yeah.
find freaking Lightning McQueen Heartless.
Yeah.
So, speaking of cars, my nephew is turning 2 soon, and he's starting to watch movies. Like he's been watching, you know, shows and stuff or whatever. But he's in his car, his fanboy of cars phase right now, where he loves anything with wheels on it. So out of curiosity, my parents showed him the movie, and yeah, that's his new favorite thing now.
That's fun.
I had
remember,
really
like,
good
when I-
memories of the first Cars movie.
When I was that age, I was obsessed with Toy Story, so like I get it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Like I remember,
Cars
like
fucks
this
though,
is
it
like,
does.
like that was like that was my favorite movie before I remember even having a favorite movie. Like,
yeah.
like when I was a toddler, I would have like my mom and my grandma just like play it like, over and over again, like on loop until we wore out the tape. Like
It's
I was
good.
that obsessed with it.
Hot
Yeah.
take. Toy Story is good,
Yeah.
indeed.
Yeah.
Controversial opinions.
Oh shit, that hurt me really bad. If I die in a gummy ship level, I think I need to be court-martialed.
You need to turn in your Kingdom Hearts badge and your Kingdom Hearts gun.
Well, I mean, considering how you're late game and you're using the opening game,
I am
opening
using
level,
a completely unmodified
your
gummy
HP
ship.
Yeah, the health bar is tiny.
So when you think about it, really, ow, okay.
Yeah, no.
I was gonna
if
say I'm the
anything,
best.
you're pulling. Yeah, exactly. I was gonna say if anything, you're just pulling a Dark Souls on,
Yeah,
on this.
technically you're doing a challenge run.
That's true. Soul level 1 gummy ship.
Speaking of Dark Souls, freaking Elden Ring, right?
Yeah, exactly. I finally started making progress 2 years after the game came out.
that's
You love
just how
you
it
love
is.
to see Yeah. In my defense, I only started playing it on and off a year ago.
Mr. Beast.
Mr. Beast!
I've cleared the DLC a few days ago myself.
I haven't even bought it yet. I'm just working on the
Valid.
base game for right now, and then when I can, then I'll buy the DLC and I'll get into that.
I cleared most of it yesterday. Finally beat the final boss, and as well as
Seriously?
a couple
Congrats?
of the other secret bosses. Yeah, it was a struggle, but shout out to Furled Finger, let me poke him for carrying me through it. If you're out there. But I was almost done until our friend of the channel, Pear, informed me that there was one other major boss that I hadn't gotten to yet, and that's what I was doing right before the stream. Have not beat it yet.
Which one is that?
Skylar Tree Avatar.
Oh, yes. That's fun.
Yeah, the kind of one of those bosses that you think it's going to be easy at first, and then it very isn't.
Yeah.
Um,
Low
I
key,
have a
one of
thought
my
here.
favorite
Is Hollow
bosses.
Bastion supposed to be Kingdom Hearts' Anne Orlando?
Kinda.
yeah, kind of is, actually.
Similar build-up.
Like, I mean, granted, Kingdom Hearts predates Dark
that's
Souls,
right.
but and Elden
Yeah.
Ring, but it's just like I feel like when you think about it, it's kind of the closest thing in the series to an On Orlando or Lindell.
Are there stupid snipers in Hollow Bastion?
Kind of, because you have the freaking wizards that'll like push you off the ledge if you aren't careful.
Yes, that's true.
Yeah.
Which Kingdom
You
Hearts
got
is
the
the Dark
giant
Souls of
heartless
Kingdom
with
Hearts?
you got the giant
Kingdom
heartless
Hearts
with the
2.
huge shields. Yeah.
Yeah, technically, if you think about it, Anne Orlando is the Hollow Bastion of Dark Souls.
Yeah.
You're so right.
Just like how
except there's no happy ending there because Dark
wait,
Souls
how do
is
I-
Dark Souls.
Oh, I don't have it equipped right
likewise,
now.
Virgil is the Riku of Kingdom Hearts, or of Devil May Cry, rather.
Yeah. Yeah.
There we go. Do I not have Strike Raid equipped right now?
No, I think you took it off because of
I might have taken it off.
of Ars Arcanum. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, there it is. Okay.
Yeah, it was because of Ars Arcanum.
Right. Do I have... Oh, right, because I put Ragnarok on.
Yeah.
Do I have
Yeah, Ragnarok's for
any
aerial combos.
more AP boosting things? Not... I have an ability stud, but that... I think I may need... Yeah, I know, it's fine. I don't need Strike Raid. I'm so good.
Yeah. This freaking music.
It is a
This
good
theme is so good.
Yeah, we say it literally every stream, and guess what? We're going to keep
It's
saying
all-
it,
yeah,
Every
because
time
always
it's true. Look, Beast! He's
Yeah.
so strong!
Yeah, we didn't really use him last stream, but the Beast is really great in this level.
Fucking charges a big-ass enemy who's supposed to be invulnerable from the front and takes out almost all of its health. Is that one of his?
Nah, he really said nah. Yeah, they're that's gonna make sense a little later.
Oh, fun. I love when things make sense a little later.
Yep.
Actually, wait, no, I might be thinking of something else.
Oh, it disappeared, I think. Oh, no, there it is.
Well, I mean, the Beast is...
Mr. Beast.
I mean, his plot point, I mean, the plot line with the subplot with him in Cage 2 kind of alludes to how strong he is, you know, like what there's...
Ouch. Ouch. Ouch.
Beast Castle might be, like... I think low-key Beast Castle is my favorite Disney World in Cage 2.
Really?
It's definitely mine. Yeah. It's the one, like... At the start of the series, I kept talking about how in this game, the Disney worlds all kind of matter to the plot, and they all contribute in some way. That, for the most part, kind of fades away in Cage 2. It's still a lot of fun, and the even if the story doesn't connect as much, one thing that Cage 2 does really well over Cage 1 is anchoring it all around Sora, Donald, and Goofy, and you really getting to appreciate the trio dynamic.
Lasers.
But
Yeah.
the one really big exception in Cage 2 where there's a Disney world that ties into the main plot, in my opinion, is Beast Castle. Like, what goes on there ties on a bit more with the main narrative.
Sorry, I'm not yawning because I was bored. I'm just yawning because I'm yawning.
Haha, yawner. Points and laughs. Big sleep guy, huh?
So you're gonna want to go to the library.
Yeah.
Oh, I go back through that way? Okay.
Yeah, I don't feel guilty about sitting on that one because the game just literally does not tell you.
I would have continued this way. I do not mind that one.
Yeah.
Oh, guys, we just did this. Come on. Have some self-respect.
Yeah, well, what I will say, the one clue the game gives you is what the Beast said right when you first get back on the world. Like, okay, where's Belle? She's still in the castle. Oh, well, where does Belle like to be? If you remember the movie.
Library.
Oh, yeah, library, exactly.
Because she's reading all them books.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I love books.
I love books.
Oh, Belle.
Oh.
Oh! You're still wearing the yellow gown.
The darkness is raging deep inside.
So,
Save.
talk to her again.
I'm just gonna save real quick.
Okay.
Alright, girl, where'd you go? There she is.
There she is. So there's the best Keyblade in the game.
Rose. Can you just straight up miss Divine Rose if you don't talk to her again?
Yes.
That's really funny.
And
I
don't know if she's...
so I think we're gonna say the same thing. Check downstairs to see if someone else has shown up yet.
Yeah, I can't remember if she shows up here or after you beat the boss.
And the furtive Belle, so easily forgotten.
Okay, so is she... No, she's not. Okay.
Dang it, not yet.
So
sadly, we will need to come back here later.
Unfortunate.
Well,
Well, not that unfortunate. I do like Hollow Bastion. Save again.
Yeah.
I might as well just say it now. You can miss Kiraga if you just don't come back here later. The game does not tell you.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I kind of went on a rant on this before, but yeah, so in the original vanilla KH1, Divine Rose was not the best Keyblade in the game.
You've mentioned
it was just a very... Yeah, they gave it an absurd buff.
For no clear reason.
Yeah. So, and technically it's not, like, there's gonna be people and they're like, oh, hey, Ultima Weapon's still more powerful and whatnot, and that's all true. By all definitions, Ultima Weapon is still the best Keyblade in the game.
Quick check.
But...
Do I go through the lift stop now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay,
you just want to go back to this. It's the same route you took to get to Maleficent.
Okay, awesome. I figured. I just wanted to double check.
Yeah.
And
so...
you can fully just like run past all the Heartless too.
I was gonna say, I'm like, I'm not dealing with these guys.
Yeah. This is like a Dark Souls boss run strats right now.
Can I like? Oh no. Oh no.
Well,
Oh no. Oh no. Donald, help!
Snake.
Bum bum ba ba ba.
Dun dun dun. I got too cocky.
So yeah, the thing is, in Final Mix, one, Ultimate Weapon is harder to make than it was in the original game. And the sheer buff that they give to Divine Rose makes Oblivion, which was previously the free gimme Keyblade, alternative to Ultimate Weapon, completely redundant.
Oblivion originally was the Infinity -1 sword, basically, to put it in freaking...
That's
For all
so.
you...
And
For all you
it's
people who, like me who spend way too much time on TV tropes growing up,
yeah.
but for some reason...
Pointing
they
and
just-
laughing
they
like that's
give-
not also me.
Yeah, for whatever
Alright,
reason,
let me actually
they,
kill these guys real quick.
they gave Divine Rose, I want to say the same strength stat as Ultimate Weapon, with only the
No.
magic stat being lower.
I think it was 1 point weaker in strength, because if I
Okay.
remember correctly, Ultimate Weapon is 14 attack and +2 magic, whereas Divine Rose is 13 strength and neutral on the MP, whereas Oblivion is 11 attack and -1 MP.
Yeah, so it's like
Yeah, the
significantly
Dang.
better.
Yeah, the base
It's
game
weird.
version. Yeah, the base game version of Divine Rose was 10 attack.
Fire! Deep freeze! Deep freeze!
So I'm deep freezing these guys.
Deep freeze!
Deep freeze!
Deep freeze! No!
You thought?
So you were mentioning the Anne Orlando Archers.
Yeah.
Oh, this game is so deeply jank.
That's it. I'm killing him.
Oh boy.
Sora, do not slide down the railing, my guy.
We
Listen,
do not
I
have
get it.
time.
We don't have time to grind rails, Sora. We have to grind XP.
Yeah, eventually Sora is just, his eyes are glowing red.
All right. Fuck you.
I've had it up to here with all these Heartless!
Thanks. Oh
Maybe
god,
that's why.
Thank you, Donald.
Donald, that would have
Maybe
been
this is-
embarrassing.
Yeah.
Coming in clutch for once in his life.
Actually, the second time. He was in clutch during the first Riku fight we had
There we
last
go.
stream.
Oh yeah, that's true.
That is true.
I'm sorry, Donald. I wasn't familiar with your game.
He's starting to pick up slack, yeah.
Ow. Who is doing that? You! You bitch!
Don't fall over. Don't fall over.
I'm being so careful not to step too close to the edges. Can I use the switch
Are
now?
we good? We're good.
No, it's-
We're good. We're in there.
It's
We are
the...
in there.
Oh, it's the other one?
Yeah, I think it's the other one that we're looking for.
Dang it. There we go.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, it's the big platform.
Yeah.
Whee!
Truly the sound of angels.
All right, time for another cage match.
I will say, in
It's
Divine
Beast over the
Rose's
top
defense... Oh god!
Where were you in 1998 when Beast threw Xehanort off the top of Hell in a Cell?
Yeah, just the Stone Cold Austin music kicks in with the...
Yeah.
Xehanort does his thing. The lights go out. Beast looms behind him like Undertaker.
Throws like just yeets Xehanort into a window. Like you hit the glass shattering. Like ba 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 ba.
I do like Divine Rose as a design. It looks pretty neat.
Oh yeah.
It's good. It's kind of bland in my opinion, but they do.
I like it more than the Atlantica one.
Yeah. No, I think it's
That's
what I was
like
gonna
my
say
bar.
is that they brought it back in Union Cross, and apparently in Union Cross, what you can do is you can upgrade, and when you're upgrading it, like it morphs. It's like the design gets a lot more. The design gets a lot more appropriate for how OP it is. There. So if there was like a way to yeah, let me. I obviously chat can't see this, but
Yeah,
I can bring them
up.
up if they're interesting enough.
Yeah, I could pull up the design.
Hang on.
I've always been afraid to engage with Union Cross to any degree, because I think if I do, my brain would like melt between my ears.
Well, don't worry, you can't anymore.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. So okay, that's what it looks like in
Oh my God, there's
Discord.
there's already complaints about how Kingdom Hearts' story is spread out across way too many consoles and way too much time, and now there's a part of it you can't get to.
Yep.
Yep. It's almost like making a game, making a plot-relevant game on a cell phone app platform wasn't the smartest idea.
You think they would have learned after Before Crisis?
One would think.
I mean, in
Oh wait, that's right.
in Fate's
no, this is where it came
defense,
from,
you
right?
know, like with Type Moon, at least they make anime adaptations of the best parts of Grand Order.
Oh no, wait. I'm lost. Did I come from this way? I think I might have. Well, let's just see what happens. High Tower? That sounds new. Yes,
Yeah, no,
okay.
this is right the record.
Okay, good. Oh god. Sorry, you were saying? I just got totally turned around for a sec.
Lieutenant, I already made a Ruby reference. You're too late.
It's... I was gonna say it's too late, Snake. I'm like, that's not the line. That's the exact opposite of the line.
So now we're in a peaceful zone. So if you want to see what Divine Rose
yeah.
looks like, it's in Discord.
Let me pop it open. Oh, I do like that.
Yeah, I like the progression. Like the base form is like
Yeah.
and then it like okay, the idea is like okay, it's
The way all the roses
blossoming
bloom
more,
like across it.
Yeah.
That's neat. I
yeah,
love that.
like
It's really
that
cool.
that last form. I can buy that being the strongest
Hi,
Keyblade
princesses.
in a game. And they have relevant dialogue.
Hello, baby.
Alice! Darkness is pouring from the keyhole.
So what are the mechanics of that? I've always wondered.
Them holding back the darkness. I like to imagine it's like the spirit bomb.
Yeah, like I was gonna say they're like freaking like holding it back like physically.
Yeah, like they're just. I'm just imagining like they're like in monk mode sort of thing. Like they're meditating or something like that. Like the light.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, we're just
They're like
Sora, you didn't even meet her. That's pretty funny, actually.
Well, yeah, talk to Cinderella and Aurora and see what they have to say.
Was Alice out there projecting like a freaking Sue Storm force field
Please?
against the keyhole?
Ansem's gone!
You gotta go!
When the keyhole appeared, darkness it swallowed Ansem and he
swallowed
disappeared.
Slowly faded into darkness and let the Heartless take him. This shit ain't
Blood
nothing
of
to
darkness
me,
hasn't
man.
Last thing he saw was the price, was the money tag.
I love this bit here. I love what Aurora
was
just said
smiling.
here. Yeah, no, she said like I'm never going to forget the look on his face.
That's cool.
Like right as the darkness consumed him, he was smiling. Like that's
That
such a
reminds me.
great
we
little
made a joke
character
last
bit.
time about like who's Ansem? I haven't read any of the lore. Obviously I
Yeah.
know who Ansem is, but I have not read any of the lore.
Yeah, we should. There's gonna be some interesting stuff in
Like
there.
maybe just take like
the,
I don't know if I'll read all of it right now on stream. But let's take a little peek.
the Ansem reports are content, I would say.
Yeah, all these reports
I'll
are like
miss a
anything
few.
like it
That's
in
okay.
each game. Okay, so
Hang on, let me do a dramatic.
so
ahem.
okay, so here's the twist. This one, if I remember correctly, this is the only one out of the Ansem reports in this game that's actually written by the real Ansem. Everyone
Yeah.
after that is written by Xehanort.
That's
So,
pretty funny,
there's a-
actually.
Yeah, so no, it's because like so there's a switch in characterization. So like if you look at it, like that's interesting. Like you're just seeing like progressing in World War II. Like at first it's like, he seems fine. He seems nice enough.
he's a normal guy. And then by the end, it's like, man, he really wants to
what
be in
the-
a younger person's body.
And then you're like, oh
what
wait,
did
yeah,
he
no,
mean
this
by
was-
this?
Well, okay, so that's a different plot twist altogether. We're talking about after the body switch happened and Ansem had taken on an apprentice by the name of Xehanort, who looked an awful lot like another character, but we'll get there when we get there.
Yeah. It's...
Those who lack hearts, I will call them the Heartless.
So right away, we're running into some stuff that Nomura would completely retcon in the next game.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
In the deepest part of the castle, its antennae began vibrating, as if searching for something. Suddenly, a strange door appeared. I'd never known of its existence. It had a large keyhole, but it didn't seem to be locked. So I opened the door.
The green door.
The green door Ansem!
What I saw on the other side mystified me. That night, I observed a great meteor shower in the sky. Could it be related to the door that I have opened?
Xehanort unleashing the power of gamma radiation.
Yeah, right.
Does Ansem have a
We could
hope?
soar off and find out. Could be uncharted. Oh, hey, that's actually kind of cool. I like. There's a little bit of a parallel between like him immediately being like, oh, I want to go out and see the other worlds. I want to find more things. There's a parallel between him and Sora in that way. That's pretty cool.
Uh-huh.
And especially Riku. That's the other thing. Like
Yes.
that's one thing.
Yeah.
Like
Especially once we find out later on that, spoiler alert, Xehanort originally hails from Destiny Islands.
Wow.
yes and no. So he grew up there. It turns out
Fossil is
Come
built of
on,
the
come
material.
on!
Dark Roads.
Give me
okay,
a break, Nomura.
Okay, so what Dark Roads did, I mean, affection. You know, for all intents and purposes, he grew up like he has no memory of any world
This
before
key
Destiny Island. Literally, as a baby, he was smuggled away to that world. Yeah, but the point is,
is that in? Yeah, it's in the next room.
the point is, I mean, like, for Xehanort's perspective, Destiny Islands was his home. I think it's a retcon that didn't need to be there, but it's there.
That's pretty. I love my favorite kind of retcon is a retcon so minor that it may as well not be there because it's like it's
Yeah.
a tiny bit of nuance that isn't actually like relevant.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Well, so the reason why they did it.
Phoenix, he was replaced with an identical copy, and that was the one who became Dark Phoenix. Like, shut up! It
Yeah,
basically
exactly.
makes no difference.
Yeah, the reason
Doesn't
why
affect
they
the
did.
story
Okay.
at all. It's a you added a loophole that didn't need to be there. Shut up. Get out
Yeah.
of
So
here.
the reason why they did it with Xehanort,
Ow.
it's because the world he's actually from was Scala at Calum, and
Made up.
it's more of a lore reveal because like basically we find out that he is a descendant of 2 characters from Union Cross.
Of
biologically.
course.
Of
Everybody's
course
gotta
it's
be
Union
descendant of
Cross.
somebody.
Yeah,
Shut up.
now lineage starts to matter, but regardless, it's a nothing but the other thing about it, and sort of the interesting thing, was that the reason why they smuggled him to Destiny Islands was there was a prophecy that somebody would
Of course
would
there's a
come from that
prophecy.
world. Yeah, yeah.
Hit me now.
So basically,
does
what it
Kingdom
seems like
Hearts-
was
Does Kingdom Hearts kind of have the same problem as Naruto when you think about it?
Yes.
yes.
It doesn't matter what.
I haven't even
you
read
say,
Naruto. The answer is yes.
Specifically, what I mean is that a lot of later Naruto gets really, really embroiled in like specific lineages and like
Yeah.
prophecies in the form of like, oh, you have the reincarnating twins who are
Okay,
also
well, let me-
Naruto and Sasuke.
Well, let me
It's the
explain
freak-
what. There's a reason why they do this twist with the lore. So the idea was that somebody, like this particular chosen one thing, would hail from like a pure of heart person, ever would hail from the Islands of Destiny. So the person who smuggled baby Xehanort to Destiny Islands figured, okay, clearly this guy has to be it. There's just so much obvious potential thing, so they're going to force the prophecy to come true to him. But of course, that didn't happen because
into fucking Anakin Skywalker?
no, not even that. They were trying. Basically, the prophecy was for Sora, seemingly.
Wait. So Xehanort is the least on Al-Gaib? Is that what you're telling me?
No. Not that. He was somebody trying. Basically, it was somebody trying to force him to become that. But
No,
because
that's
they
what
tried to
the least
game the
on
system.
Al-Gaib is. It's
Oh,
an
right, yeah.
engineered chosen one.
Yeah. But yeah,
Ugh.
so yeah, Sora is the actual prophesied one, but many years ago, somebody tried to cheat fate by finding a baby they thought had to be the chosen one, but wasn't born on the correct world, so they smuggled him away to Destiny Islands and raised him there. And then, yeah, Xehanort became Xehanort.
What does... So there's a few
dumb.
problems here.
Yeah, no, obviously.
Oblivion.
So
I know it's worse than Divine Rose, but like,
But God, it looks so much
but like,
better.
come on.
It's so good. I love Oblivion so much. So
I mean,
cool.
It's my
even-
favorite Keyblade.
Wait, it's even kind of worse than Oathkeeper.
Only because of magic.
Yeah, but I use a lot of magic. Oh man. I was gonna just use it anyway, but I'm like, oh wait, that's actually kind of
Honestly,
that's kind of a big hit.
They nerfed it a lot. It's weird.
Oh,
No.
it's so
That's the thing.
disappointing.
That's the thing. They didn't nerf Oblivion. They just buffed the hell out of Divine Rose. So
It's
now you see the
critical
problem.
blows. Enhances magic and summon power. Possesses colossal power.
Not that colossal, clearly.
Listen,
Yeah, no,
Look-
that's just a carryover description from Vanilla KH1.
very disappointing.
Yeah, colossal in quotations, colossal power. Also, there is another chest over to the side on the left.
Oh, come on.
Once I get rid of these guys, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, this gets annoying.
Yeah, I'm glad that they nerfed the encounter rate too. Because
Yeah.
this is a little excessive.
We didn't even leave the room. we just walked to
Yeah.
a different part of the room.
Yeah, they made it's really bad in this game. I didn't fully appreciate how bad it was until I replayed it.
Yeah. So,
Because like obviously one, you can't interact with the environment or open chests or whatever while there's enemies in the area in KH1, and just the enemy refresh rate is way too high. In KH2, not only can you open chests and engage with items for plot things, whatever, blah 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 blah, as much as your heart
Found
desires, the
Salvations.
refresh rate is much more normal.
so like, sorry, but no, I'm not sorry. I'm still hung up on the freaking Xehanort backstory nonsense.
Yeah.
It's pretty dumb.
Yeah, no, it's
Um,
bad. It's bad.
Can I? Oh, that's just.
I will say I like a lot of
Real
lot
quick,
of what they do
Can I
in
go
Dark
in the Dark
Roads.
Depths, or was that like the end game?
That's where you need to go next.
Okay.
It is where you need to go next.
That's progress.
I wasn't sure if that was something we were leaving for next time. I'm
No,
in my
No.
head. In my head, this whole chunk of the game was like one concurrent gauntlet. So I actually have I have
No.
like a really difficult perception of like where stopping points are from here on out.
Okay.
Yeah, no,
Besties,
you're
hello,
supposed to be
Doom.
here right now.
Awesome.
Hi, Behemoth.
It is
I
kind
hope
of
you like
behemoth.
Shadow of the Colossus.
I do.
I'm still mad that they took the Behemoths out of the Battle of the Thousand Heartless from KH2.
That would have gone so hard, though.
I mean, it would have taken so much longer, but man, it would have been worth it.
So yeah, this
Behemoth's a
fight
punk
isn't
bitch.
hard. So I'm gonna continue my rant. If that's
Oh yeah,
okay.
go for it.
If now's the
By
good
all
time.
means.
So like,
There's a lot
the
wrong
problems
with
are clear on the surface.
it. Yes.
But I'm gonna like because I can't stop thinking about it. I just want to like take a second to like take you on a journey through like all of the glaring issues that I can like immediately glean just as an
Please
outsider
do.
looking in here. Number one, just a massive sweeping retcons to a character's backstory, just always a tricky line to walk, just from the beginning.
Yeah.
And Xehanort had already gone through so many retcons as is, and it's like, do we really need to add on any more?
Yeah.
Second of all, the freaking, all of the, like, we're already dealing with freaking prophecies and ancient bloodlines, so like, that's already kind of a non-starter.
Yeah. It
but the
gets
third-
more and more generic.
Yeah, the third and biggest issue, I think, is that all this stuff about Xehanort being, like, a freaking Bene Gesseritted into, like, being the child of prophecy is, like, what? This comes completely out of nowhere, and, like, but I am uncertain as to the degree of, like, what this actually changes tangibly about Xehanort as a character, and moreover, why are we only now learning this after he's already dead? He is no longer the main villain. We
No,
dealt with him already.
So,
Shut up. Whatever you're about to say, shut up right now. I'm so tired.
whatever Union Cross bullshit.
shit, yeah. Okay, so here's the thing.
Sora, you did it.
Hi Riku.
Okay. So
The Green
in
Door.
general,
The Great Real! The Green Door is real!
Oh hi Leon. I totally thought that was Riku's voice.
so I agree with
just
everything
came and
Spidey
said
just
shit.
said.
Yuffie, too much information.
This,
I
You need to
will.
know that kind of thing.
this is our childhood home.
So
I forgot. Right, their backstories are like actually different in Kingdom Hearts lore.
Yeah, like,
yep.
Midgar, as far as we know, doesn't exist in Kingdom Hearts,
That's
which is
crazy.
really
Yeah.
weird in hindsight.
Yeah.
I almost feel like they probably forget about that later in.
Dude, I don't know. I don't know what they're
Yeah.
cooking with freaking Cloud and Kingdom Hearts 2. It's weird.
Yeah. So the thing that I generally like the story in Dark Roads for the most part. I think that particular retcon really didn't need to be there. I think it's there more than anything else as a very weird way of Nomura trying to allude, because like again, it's very blatant when you're seeing it that it's not actually referring to Xehanort, it's referring to Sora. So it's I think that's why they're doing it. But then again, there's one other small thing in that I'm like, okay, God, I hope to God this doesn't mean what I think it means.
So, all that means is that now Sora is a chosen one, even though the entire point.
Okay, here's
That he wasn't the chosen one.
see, here's the thing. Here's my counter argument to that.
Spidey bringing
Okay, I
Matt
do
energy
have
to the function.
yeah. So here's the counter argument I have to that, and I've had this opinion for years, even before this happened. I've had this take. Yes, Sora's not supposed to be the chosen one, but the problem is
the games have all gone so goddamn hard on emphasizing how everything has to be Sora. You know, it has to be Sora who does this, it has to be Sora who does that. And on top of that, and the way they justify him not being a chosen one is by establishing him as basically a cosmic screw-up in the system. Like, he's a glitch in the system that wasn't supposed to be there.
You're an anomaly model!
Yeah, no, yeah, exactly, the anomaly. And that, in turn, just basically makes him a chosen one anyways, because, okay, it still makes him special and unique. The idea of, like, oh, he's just an ordinary boy who happened to get lucky. No, that ain't remotely the truth.
No, I will
The whole
say...
idea of it is that all these circumstances arise with Sora. He is basically the character embodiment of the opening of Terry Gilliam's Brazil, where a fly gets caught in a typewriter, it causes a glitch, and that a typo glitch, and so the hit squad kill the wrong person, and that sends a complaint up to the system and kicks off the entire plot of everything. That's what Sora is. He is a chosen accident with so many wacky cosmic ramifications all colliding in at once that he effectively is a chosen one, regardless of whether or not they keep saying that he is.
I will say, though, there is a fundamental difference between a character who feels chosen by the narrative because of how exactly they slot into it, versus a character who is literally chosen within the narrative because of a dumb prophecy. There is, like, a fundamental flavor difference there.
I will completely agree with that. I think that's more than valid. The issue is when a lot of people just kind of argue about how Sora's not a chosen one, he's not a chosen one. It's like, that's such a rudimentary description of it. Like what you just said is perfectly on point. You know, like the difference is like, okay, the story's mandating by prophecy in text, but it's like, effectively Sora is still a chosen one out of context no matter what.
It's the difference between like being Naruto and being Luffy.
Yeah.
Or being Ichigo Kurosaki.
Please don't tell Aladdin about this. She's like, listen, this is too much for him. We'll talk about it later.
Okay, look. What happens in Hollow Bastion stays in Hollow Bastion. And so we need to go back.
Said there is.
Did we seal the keyhole?
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, now you want to go back to the library.
Yeah.
Yes, I figured.
I
awesome.
think if you just go
there?
back, yeah, if you leave through the world map, you can just warp back there. Yeah.
I was gonna run back, and then I'm like, no, wait, there's a save point there.
Yeah.
Chip?
Hey,
I love
Chip,
this
you
glitch.
good?
Chip?
Yeah. Like I said last week, though, there is some cool stuff in Dark Road. So, like, the weird thing about it, like, the problems we're ranting about now is stuff from when Xehanort's a baby. It's stuff where other characters are talking about him. The actual story Xehanort goes on in Dark Roads is actually really interesting, and it makes a lot more sense on... Okay, so, yeah, downstairs.
Wait.
Yeah, I remember.
You're getting Kiraga from the one person who you could get Kiraga
from. Oh, hi, Aerith.
Yeah, the white mage. But
the rest of Ansem's report. Oh, the ones I was literally missing. Look at that.
Gotta talk to her again.
It's like Dark Souls dialogue. You gotta make sure they repeat.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh no, we have to do it 3 times.
Psychotic. Actually psychotic.
Literally, who would have guessed that if you didn't have a guide?
No, literally.
I have no idea.
If I was not someone who had gotten used to repeating dialogue from Souls games, I would not have been doing that.
I will say this as a kid. As a kid, I think it might not have been as much of a problem for me back then because.
Darkness in a pure heart.
Yeah, so this report is where we switch over to Xehanort. So yeah, if you read the first one, and if you read the first one,
normal guy.
Yeah.
He's like,
and then you go to this, you're like
straight up human experimentation.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. It's
like another part of the weirdness with Xehanort is that like the later games like K3 especially try to paint him as like a Doctor Doom like type figure where like, oh, the world is corrupt and only I can save it by remaking the world in my image.
Yeah.
But like if you go back to his original characterization, he's more like Mr. Sinister, where he's all about like freaking unraveling the secrets of the cosmos,
Exactly.
and, like
Right.
unethical experiments and stuff like that.
And to that point, like with that change, I will say Dark Roads does a very good job of explaining why, of justifying the KH3 era thing of him being more like a Doctor Doom kind of thing. Like, I have to do this kind of thing. Because like I said before, Maleficent murks a few Keyblade wielders in there, and then that's not even all the Keyblade wielders that die in that. Basically, it turned out there was like a whole classroom or two worth of Keyblade students that were Xehanort and Ericus' peers when they were teenagers. And so Dark Roads is about how we go from like 15 Keyblade students all studying together to 2.
Okay, that makes sense.
Damn.
Yeah. So here's the thing about that. I believe you that it's good. Like all the stuff you described about like the Maleficent stuff does sound genuinely like cool and interesting.
And
but
then there's
also-
all the stuff that's bullshit. Yeah.
Yeah, but also on top of that, it would have been nice if all that interesting backstory and like characterization that motivates how he's portrayed in the actual games was in the actual games.
I
Yeah.
completely agree.
Big time.
I wish this was in KH3 because that would have made the dynamic with him so much better.
It would be nice if the good writing was not like retconned in there.
Yeah, it's
after
like
the fact.
why is the good writing in the free mobile game and not in the main title?
What is No More Cooking?
Question
Who's to
mark
say?
cup.
Question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark. My favorite.
The most
character.
powerful move in Final Fantasy VII.
Masingo!
Oh,
Wait, that's
shit.
Pokemon.
Look at this freaking blaze blue.
Yo!
Yeah,
The
so-
wheel of fate is turning!
So, as a
Rebel-
kid...
Oh
As a
shit!
kid,
I
never-
didn't mean to do
yeah.
this!
Mm-hmm. Oh, don't
Oh,
worry, you
no!
won't be here long. Don't worry, Silver, you won't be here long.
I Oh, he's so fucking cool.
Lance Bass from NSYNC, everybody.
I'm so ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. Locking in. Is it just me?
Yes.
Platinum
Yeah.
match Sephiroth! Alright, I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. Slot! He hits real hard!
Yeah.
Oh boy. Alright, alright, alright. This is recon. This is recon. Actually, wait, real quick. Okay, now it's recon. Holy fuck. Okay. It's 3 hits when I have arrow up. Awesome. Oh my
This song.
goodness.
I hope you enjoyed playing Kingdom Hearts because now you're playing Elden Ring again.
Yeah.
Heal.
This is recon. It's okay. Holy shit.
So,
That is not George Newbern.
no, this is Lance
no-
Bass.
no,
we were
that's
not
literally
exaggerating when we said
Oh, you were literally saying it's Lance Bass. I was not paying enough
Yes.
attention. I was overcome with emotion. I'm not doing any damage.
No, you're
Nope.
not.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Am I literally doing no damage?
Yeah, that's a thing with some of the like late game bosses where like literally like they have like some kind of like super armor where you need to do cross a certain damage threshold to like even be able to hit them.
That's crazy.
It's
Yep.
really weird, and no other games do it to my knowledge.
Thankfully not, yeah.
When every time
also-
you lose to Sephiroth, he should hit you with Supernova.
Yeah.
So, as a kid, I did not know Final Fantasy VII.
This is just
I-
some
so
jackass.
No, so I click that question mark thing, wondering what's gonna go on, and I see that guy, and I get terrified. I'm like, what is this? to this day, granted, I haven't tried very hard more recently, but
Shadow
to this day have never beaten KH1 Sephiroth. I've beaten him in KH2.
Yeah. Me
But
neither.
I've never beaten him in KH1.
Yeah, Sephiroth in KH1 is legit way harder than he is in 2.
He seems really tough.
He's
Yeah.
really tough.
I've
he's
seen
really
people
tough in
fight
both.
KH2 Sephiroth. I have not seen as many people fight this one.
There's
It's
a reason
because-
for that.
Yeah. He's hard in both. I would argue he's more fair in KH2.
Yeah.
Plus, not for nothing,
In-
KH2 is also a game that it leans more into the action part of the action gameplay.
Yeah,
and
it's
that
also
probably
very
helps
true.
in fighting him.
It's like
Yeah.
fighting Virgil versus fighting Melania.
Yeah. Are we done? Okay, there we go. All right, so the next 2 hours are Hades Cup. Let's have fun.
Yeah.
Let's-
I mean,
let's do
it might
this.
be 2 hours. We'll see how long
It might-
how long it takes.
I'm gonna try to be quick with it, but it might be. I don't know if I'm exaggerating yet.
I think we'll see. Well, it could take that long. It could also take 30 minutes. We'll see.
Yeah. Just gotta lock
I
it.
think.
Yeah.
I think it might take about an hour,
Ow.
probably.
Heal.
Oh, no.
So-
My slide attack got interrupted by the other monkey. Monkey.
Monkey.
Monkey.
Reject modernity.
Cal does not like monkeys very much in the sense that she thinks they're overrated, which I think is a really funny reason to dislike monkeys. But specifically, she's been sending me images of this monkey face overlaid onto like mountains and like Chile and stuff like that. And she's like, I like this monkey.
I don't hate all monkeys, just most.
Yeah, and I'm like, you like this monkey because it's not a monkey. Hammer feet. A big feet guy, huh?
So,
This round of the Hades Cup was guest directed by Quentin Tarantino.
so Silver, what you're saying is Cal is currently in her Frieza mode.
Hello, monkeys! Imagine dropping onto a planet and the first thing you say to them is a slur. Shit, I gotta get out of here. There we go.
God, Frieza's the worst. I love him.
He's fantastic. Chimps write me because of nope. That's actually so valid.
Yeah, no, that's fair. That's the correct response, I would say.
Heal.
Nope is such a good freaking movie. I should watch that
Oh,
again
I
sometime.
gotta rewatch it again. I haven't
Well,
watched
like,
it since it came out, partially because it's scary.
Fair, very fair.
I'm not
but,
usually gotten by horror movies, but that's one that got me bad.
Yeah.
Which one?
Yeah, that's
Nope.
fair.
Oh, I still have not seen Nope.
It's quite good.
Bizarrely.
You, you, Mr. Horror Movies.
Mr.
Yeah, Mr.
Movie
Cinephile.
himself.
Here's the really sad thing. I've also only seen Get Out and like fragments. I've never watched the full thing. I have seen
Really?
Us though. Bizarre. Yeah, the only Jordan Peele movie that I've actually seen in its entirety is Us. And that's the one that everyone's like, that's his worst one.
It's good, but also I do agree that the others are way better.
Yeah.
The good news is you can only go up from here.
Yeah, no, and I liked Us. I thought it was good.
Yeah, no, same.
I keep meaning to check out Get Out and Nope. I just haven't gotten there yet.
Us, I think, is like it's the most like overtly horror Jordan Peele movie, and that gives it like its own distinct vibe than the
Yes.
others.
Interesting.
It is. It's a very different kind of horror as well. Like,
Yeah.
It's, oh wait, what's your deal? All right. Wait, oh, I have Ragnar. No, I can't use Ragnarok. Unless, this should help. All right. Locking in. Get it! This did not work as well as I thought it would. Where'd it go? Where did it go? There it is.
Oh.
No! I was so confident. That worked until I lost track of it, actually. Yuffie! Alright. Just like fighting Waka. Come on.
Well, if it isn't Miss Super Soaker herself.
Is that supposed to hurt?
We've talked about this before.
She's just bullying you.
The trash talk in this game is like next level. It's fantastic.
I love it.
Can I not? Oh, you know what it is? My slide attack is fucking up my deflection.
Heal.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Alright, that's fine.
Get it.
And
It's
you don't
okay,
have guard.
you only have
And
to
you
deal
don't.
with it until
I
you die.
don't have guard, but that is okay. Don't need it.
Is
Don't need
that
it.
supposed to hurt?
A little.
Gotta lock in.
Give up,
Ow.
it'll be easier. Come on, then. Get it.
I love the sat. Like I said, the reason why Yuppie has a fan base is because of Kingdom Hearts.
Oh, yeah.
It's not because of the OG Final
Yeah.
Fantasy VII. It's because Kingdom Hearts redeemed her for fans and made people like, oh, there's actually something really cool here.
Oh, I think Yuffie's actually really cool when the game lets her.
Yeah. It is really weird how much of FF7 feels like it loathes Yuffie for like no reason. It's like
Right.
Yeah.
one of the biggest things that struck me while playing that game is just how mean it is to her. It treats Vincent with more respect, and Vincent has 5 lines. Vincent got a game afterwards.
Yeah, that's the weird thing. Vincent was like one of the fan favorite cool ones. He's such a nothing character.
Well, you know what I realized it might have been, and I've been thinking about this ever since you told me that Vincent almost made it in this game instead of Cloud. I'm thinking,
Yeah.
like, I think Vincent was just like Nomura's favorite character to draw or design or something like that, and he got really attached to
That
him
would make
and,
sense.
and really wanted
That
him to be a
definitely
big
makes
deal.
I mean, that fits because
Genji
one of the
Shield.
two characters that Nomura created for Final Fantasy VI was Shadow.
Ah, I see.
Oh, yeah. That checks
Shadow.
out.
Yeah, the two for
Yeah.
the record, the two Final Fantasy VI characters that Nomura made were Shadow and Setzer. And that's why Setzer makes a cameo in KH2.
Yeah.
Oh.
And
As
nobody
opposed
else
to-
from 6.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, really, the gambler makes a cameo in KH2. Not Terra, not Sarah's or anybody else.
That is kind of a thing
Not
about a lot
Sabin.
of the Final Fantasy cameos in these games, that because I also clocked that it's only the characters he designs, and I'm like,
The only
it
one
feels-
the
it
only
often
exception
feels-
is Vivi.
Yes, and it often feels that it makes it less of a like love of Final Fantasy, and more like, I hate to put it
I
this
think
way
it's
because it makes him sound kind of vain, but it's like a Nomura run back for all the characters that he's designed for Final Fantasy specifically.
Yeah.
And granted,
It's
I
like-
can't
it's-
fault
and I
him
kinda
for
get
that.
that.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I get where he's coming from.
Yeah. I understand, like, artistic impulse to, like, want to play with all your toys in the same sandbox.
Yeah.
And on top of that, in Nomura's defense, he's generally stopped using the final. And granted, this is something we criticize him on. The Final Fantasy characters don't really show up nearly as much in modern Kingdom Hearts, much to everyone's displeasure. We like having them there.
Except for Noctis,
Yeah.
So, like-
of course.
So it's one of those.
Excuse you. That's Yozora.
Yozora?
Oh, I'm
who is
sorry.
legally distinct from Noctis. Excuse you.
Yeah,
One of them is
Baron
voiced by
Rex is-
Ray Chase, and one of them is voiced by Dylan Sprouse. Hello.
Oh, that's right! How could I forget?
Yeah, and in case you didn't notice, Ray Chase voices a different character in Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah. oh man, I wonder if that's why they cast him. That'd be wild.
Oh, yeah! That'd be interesting.
Wait, hang on. I gotta check that out. Is the Master
yeah.
is Master Masters voiced by Noctis in Japan too?
Oh.
Yeah, oh my god, definitely check it out. I'd be so curious to know.
Yeah, here we go. Tomokazu Sugita, aka
Oh,
freaking Joseph
Gilgamesh!
Joestar. he's freaking
This monkey is
Andrea
serving me my
in
ass.
FF7 Rebirth as well.
Oh, no kidding!
Yusuke in in Persona 5. Let's see. Come on. JP in Street Fighter 6. Chrom.
Nice.
Fire Emblem.
I didn't know he was Chrom.
Katakuri in One Piece. Limo in Dragon Ball. Yeah. You know what? I'm just gonna like search Kingdom Hearts. and see if
Yeah,
anything
that's
comes
what I
up.
do when I'm looking for a specific role and I'm like, oh wait, this person's really busy actually.
Yeah.
Oh geez, they're both down. When did that happen?
No, not Kingdom Bears. Kingdom Hearts. Well, okay, now what doesn't want to do it anymore?
Oh god, Donald. Oh, he. I do not want to. Actually, no, just use an ether. It's fine.
Heal.
Yes. He is also Master of Masters. So
No
in both
kidding!
English and Japanese.
Interesting. Interesting. Okay.
I love.
Wait, hang on. Oh, wait, no. I'm so dumb. I clicked on the Japanese voice actor for Master of Masters, and I didn't check to see if he was Noctis. So that tells us
Oh.
nothing, actually.
Okay.
So Noctis, Japanese, VA. No, it's Tatsu Shisa Suzuki. So never mind that.
Dang.
So much for that theory.
Huh.
Dang.
Okay.
Um.
Oh man, I'm so
Well,
glad.
I mean,
I'm so glad I
it's
get to
fine
fight
because
Behemoth
I
again.
still stand
That was a
by
real
mine for who the Master of
blood-pumping
Masters is.
fight. I love the mechanical complexity.
I
in the
still stand
Behemoth
by
fight.
who my theory is for the Master of
he was-
Masters.
He was also freaking Makoto Tachibana in Yakuza 0.
No kidding. Oh wait, what's it doing? Oh no, it's casting flip. Nope, it's down. Behemoth FF16, this boss is not.
Little bit.
I don't want to be too hard on it, but it is funny that there are definitely bosses this Maleficent is bigger than this, and I would call Maleficent a better boss.
I didn't put it together that it's named Behemoth because of freaking the Final Fantasy enemy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sadly, it never
feels like
makes
it
a
has less
comeback
of a moveset.
after this game, much to my
Really?
disappointment. I always liked. Yeah, I always liked
I like
it.
its
I mean,
design.
there's.
It's very
Yeah,
cool, like
and-
simplistic, heartless take on Behemoth.
Yeah.
There's. Yeah, exactly. There's several really great in-game Heartless designs that we're going to be seeing. That tragically just never come back after this game, and it's a shame because they're
Yeah.
they're my favorites, honestly.
Yeah. You know, I think it's a shame that we never got more of like the heartless of Final Fantasy monsters. Like we never
right?
get a heartless version of like
Exactly,
Ari
yeah.
or Tonberry or anything like that.
I was just gonna say, I would love to see a heartless Tonberry and shit myself.
That would be so good. Okay, you know what?
Ow.
Though, I feel like, just going off of Kingdom Hearts lore, a Tonberry would probably have to be a nobody. Because, generally
Well, no,
speaking,
'Cause
nobodies
the
are stronger
nobodies
than
are
Heart.
different job classes, remember?
True, but they're also strong. They're usually presented as being stronger than Heartless. Not all the time, but most of the time.
Also true.
Oh, he's down.
Oh no! Wait, you know what? No, I got it wrong both times. Tonberry wouldn't be Heartless or nobody being unversed. Vanitas
Shut up.
Vanitas would create the ultimate manifestation of hatred and destruction. He would do that.
He would.
There is a dungeon in FF14 that is populated entirely by Tonberries.
Oh no!
which sounds terrifying because it is. But also the funniest thing about it is that you get to revisit a lot of the dungeons in FF14 post A Realm Reborn and see like what is happening with them now story-wise, which is so cool. And what happens in the Tonberry dungeon is that after you killed the previous Tonberry king, a bunch of adventurers have moved in and have been abusing the now like leaderless Tonberries. And you have to save the Tonberries.
That's freaking wild.
It's really good. And there's Tonberries, because you walk in, and a Tonberry's literally like punted by a mean mercenary. And it's like, oh man.
Oh no, I feel guilty for it.
They have voice lines like begging for mercy and wishing the previous king was still alive. It's so like, it's so goofy.
Yo, it is wild how like FF14, to my knowledge, is the only Final Fantasy that actually acknowledges the fact that like, hey, all these monsters we're killing, those are people. They
Yeah.
have, like culture.
Okay, so Lieutenant, to answer your question, the hell is an unversed? That's the.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Won't be relevant
It's
for a few
the-
more games.
Yeah, it's the Birth by Sleep equivalent of a Heartless or a Nobody. It was a because since the Heartless really start coming into fruition after Birth by Sleep, but before KH1, and as a result also the Nobodies, Nomura created another enemy type for Birth by Sleep.
Because sure, yeah.
A long story short is that like it wouldn't make sense lore-wise for the Heartless to be around during like the prequel game. So Nomura for once decided to actually abide by the established lore, and decided, okay, so we're gonna have like one of the villains in this game is gonna make some legally distinct Heartless, so that we have like basic enemies to fight.
Okay, to be fair, Doom. Oh great, I said the thing. So the thing is, the reason why they're not around now is actually explained even in Birth by Sleep. Nomura does a very good job in that game creating an alternative to the Heartless and the Nobodies, and then closing the loop for why you won't wonder why they're not around now.
Because they were made specifically by one guy, and that one guy isn't around for a while.
Ah,
Want
okay.
to hear something wild about the Unversed and me specifically? I had just recently seen a playthrough of Birth by Sleep when Persona 5 came out. So when you're prompted to name the Phantom Thieves, I named them the Unversed.
You freaking nerd!
Yeah.
And that's me saying that.
I
Even
know.
by my standards, I'm like, okay, that's
Okay,
that's
you
a bit
gotta
niche.
cool off.
That
Slow
was
down a
something
little
that
bit.
even Spidey thought was, quote, a little much.
Wait, no, I can't judge you actually because I named them after my freaking like the hero faction from my novel that I'm not done writing yet. So I can't judge you there.
My brother
Actually,
went to
never
talk to me and I'm
mind.
like splitting my attention. All right.
I'm a fool.
I'm such a fool.
I'm Boo Boo the fool.
I'm a mess. I'm no good at this. I'm in love. Still in love. Still in love with you. Hard as I try. Can't bring myself to say goodbye. Memories of you. Fading into view. Bakamitai. I ended with that instead of the English one, and that was not on purpose.
It just escaped from your soul.
There was in the previous Fire Emblem stream, completely organically, me and Gray sang the entirety of Bakamitai.
Oh my god.
That's rad.
because I made a dumbass mistake and started like the beginning line of it to make fun of myself, and then it just happened.
Perfect.
I sing for you.
I see.
I really need to freaking play Like a Dragon Infinite
Me
Wealth.
too. I'm kind of a fake Like a Dragon fan in that I played some of Kiwami and none of the others. I just have Pear tell me about them.
Well, to be fair, Pear is very good at describing things.
He is. I feel like I was there.
Yeah.
Like half of Zero, and that's it. I need to play. I own all of them except for Gaiden and Infinite Wealth. Oh shit, that hurt.
Jeez, we're still fighting this thing. I just realized.
Yeah, it has a lot of health.
I am zoned out.
Yeah, no, it has a lot of health and one place to hit it from, and
Yeah,
not a very interesting moveset.
You know what? I think I'm starting to realize why the behemoths never came back. Actually.
Yeah. I like the concept of this boss. I think literally if it just had a more interesting moveset, and if this game was Kingdom Hearts 2.
Yeah. True. If you could
Not
just
even
try
shade
and-
on this game. Just that game's more dynamic movement and like general combat system would fit this boss a lot better.
Yeah. Actually, there is a very similar boss at one point in KH2 where you have to like get on its back to hit it. But like literally, there's a reaction command where you just like hit triangle a few times and it automatically gets you up there.
That's pretty good. I'm just gonna hide under it. I like that you can hide under it to defend yourself from its big ass blast.
Elden Ring tech, let's go!
True. There we go.
Curse you, behemoth! I'll literally get hired with holes!
The reason it looked like you weren't damaging Sephiroth because he has more health than the max the game displays?
Bruh!
That's insane!
Bruh!
That's psychotic! Yeah, I said I really wanted to beat Sephiroth on stream. Probably not this stream. I may do like a Kingdom Hearts Gaiden where it's like, let's see if we can beat Sephiroth.
Yeah, you might want to do some grinding off stream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know. I expected him to be hard. I just didn't realize he was gonna be that hard.
Yeah.
Help!
Help! My biscuits are burning! That is a different character. That was not Goofy. But
It's
the voice
okay.
kind of
I
similar,
believe.
so. Did y'all know that Stinky Pete from Toy Story 2 was voiced by Kelsey Grammer?
What?
Because I did not know that. I did not know that until I rewatched it recently.
I did not know that either.
Yeah, freaking
That's crazy.
Fraser Crane is the prospector from Toy Story.
Yeah, I knew that.
That's so cool.
Like now that I've seen that, like you can hear that it's him clearly, but like I just never knew that.
Just didn't clock before, yeah.
Yeah.
I love voice actor trivia. This is a thing you guys know about me.
Yeah.
But oh my god, it's so cool.
It's okay, me too.
Honestly, so I'm curious, what would you guys say is your favorite Toy Story movie in the series?
Either 2 or 3. I haven't
That's
seen
where I'm
3 in
at.
several years.
For me, it's probably
So,
yeah.
3, I want to say.
Yeah. I need to rewatch 3 soon. Like once I get it like fresh in my mind
Yeah.
again, I'll be able to like decide clearly. But 2 is really freaking good in its own right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
2 is fantastic, seriously.
Yeah, the both of them are top tier. I just haven't seen either of them in a long time. And I'll say this. As unnecessary as 4 was, I like it for what it was trying to be.
I have not seen 4.
But
I remember enjoying it. Like,
Yeah,
it didn't
4's
blow me
not
away,
bad.
But like, I did not walk
Yeah.
away from it going, I wish this didn't exist.
yeah, no, it was not necessary. I think that it's not as good as the other 3, but it's actually it's not bad as a capper for Woody's personal story.
Yeah,
Which
agreed.
makes the news that they're doing a 5th one all the more frustrating. It's like, let it go. Let it go.
It's reminding me of. Have you guys seen? I don't know if you guys watch Dono Doya. But there's this clip of him doing king throws in Tekken, and he's like, I'm not. This is not gonna be as funny when I'm just explaining it. But he's like, he's like saying like movie names while he's doing each throw. It's like, first one, here's the first one. Second one was a little bit better. Third one was okay. There's a fourth movie? The fifth movie? Who watched the fifth movie? I'll send it to you later. It's not as funny with me saying it, but oh my god. That's what I'm thinking of as you describe that.
Yeah. Lieutenant's right on the money. The problem is...
Yes,
3 was already
absolutely.
it's so
More
many
finales than
grand
normal
finales.
entries. Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. Well, the other thing about it, and part of why, when I first heard about them possibly doing a Toy Story 4, I wasn't fully opposed. I liked the idea that, because like the way 3 ended, it was like, okay, it's the end of the story, but if they wanted to do more, they could. And that's like when they had those initial shorts. He's like, okay, now it's about Bonnie instead of Andy.
Yeah.
That worked. And then when I found out, I was like, oh, Woody's not really getting on with Bonnie and whatnot, and there's this whole thing going on for like what their plan was for. I was like, okay, not the direction I would have gone in, but you know what? If the idea is that this is to wrap up Woody's personal story and not the group as a whole, then that's a fine cap.
Yeah.
And now it's like, okay.
And now there's gonna be another one.
Yeah, and like the whole thing seems really arbitrary on concept. Like, granted, we haven't seen anything, and I don't know what's confirmed and not confirmed as being legit or whatnot, but supposedly the premise is something along the lines of all the toys reunite, and now they're Andy's kids' toys. How?
See, that kind of
I don't know about that.
Yeah, like,
like,
you know what I mean? Like,
because
that
the whole
all
point
feels very arbitrary. Yeah, because like passing him on to Bonnie, it's like, okay, if we're going in real time, then yeah, Bonnie would be past that age and be entering college her time now. Sure, that I can get, but you have to neglect 4 to justify.
Yeah.
That's the thing is like, because 4 ends in such a specific way to give Woody the ending that he has, that in order to bring him back into the fold with the rest of the crew, it's like, what the heck?
Yeah, like it is like in order for this movie to exist, like it needs to like back it down on the ending of the last movie.
Yeah.
We are unpacking the sword in order for this movie to exist.
There's a big ass thing here.
And honestly, like, I don't even necessarily hate the idea. Like, if it was just, if 4 hadn't happened, if this was going to be 4, if the idea was, okay, we're skipping over Bonnie's childhood and we're going to her entering college, and so she gives all the toys back to Andy's family. He's got a wife now, or husband, who knows? It's 2024, and
they would not.
I mean, yeah, people would have a meltdown over that. But anywho,
Pixar's first gay character, everyone.
For the first time, again.
Real quick, not to distract, I'm just noticing Goofy's health bar. The way it's it's like, Goofy, what's going on?
Oh, there's so many jokes I can make here. None of them are good. Let's move on.
Hold on, I will be right back.
Yeah. Yeah, go ahead. Use the same attack every time. What are you, an Elden Ring player?
Oh no! Oh, it's me!
I saw this post and I got so mad. It was literally going me when I'm fighting the boss and not changing my strategy at all, and I still lose. And I'm like, hey, yeah. What about it?
It's like that one freaking The Simpsons bit. Poor naive Tarnished always uses charge attack every time. With old charge attack, nothing beats that.
Yeah. I was so pissed because that was when I was still fighting the final boss of Shadows of the Erdtree, and I'm like, listen, we know, but hey.
Yeah. Listen, I knew that. You didn't have to point it out.
Is this thing not dying?
I noticed that too when I did my run.
Oh,
It's
there we
got,
go.
like,
Okay.
It's got like some magic pixel stuff going on.
33rd
Magic
seed.
Force.
But you know what? We're moving. This isn't too bad. I do gotta be more careful because when I'm not paying attention, these generic enemies can like really hit me hard if I let them.
Yeah. Wait, this is Elden Ring.
You're so right.
Dude, freaking like, there is nothing more humiliating when I'm on the freaking the cliff in front of Mogwin Palace, grinding out the freaking Albinaurics, and I accidentally like failed to kill one of like the basic ones with my freaking combo, and like it gets a hit in on me.
Yeah, it's like I like when I'm grinding in Bloodborne and I get killed by the fucking like the goopy students in the lecture hall.
Yeah.
When that happens, I'm like, yeah, you know what? I'm done for tonight.
Yeah, listen, that's why I gotta use the cum dungeon instead.
Exactly. You're so right. Nothing kills me in the cum dungeon.
Like, I'm sorry to anyone who isn't familiar with freaking like Bloodborne grinding strategy lore, because that must sound terrible out of context. But I promise there's a reason for it.
I'm normal.
Well, I find it funny that you're saying that you're grinding at the cliff at Mogwin Palace, and then you're talking about killing the Albinaurics and not just sniping the giant bird that's across the wayside with an arrow or spell and get like 11 grand.
Come on.
Right up.
I can do both. Spider-Man always does both.
Fair.
Bird.
Speaking of, I feel like there was this means nothing to anybody but me, but Kane Parker is getting a duo series with Ben Reilly in, I believe, August.
I did see that.
Not a series. I think it's a very small run, I should say, actually.
Like a mini series.
Yeah.
I wish I was excited about that.
You're so, listen, I am not excited because I think it will be good. I'm just excited that Kane is in something right now.
Yeah.
That's, yeah. I mean, I'll say this, I'm more excited about present-day Kane Parker than I am present-day Peter Parker in Earth 6160.
Yeah, that's true.
Granted, Earth
like...
6160 Peter Parker is a whole other matter. I love that guy. Ultimate Spider-Man is amazing.
Yeah, I can't confirm. But, you know,
oh, yeah, I love that show.
Shut up. Shut up. You know what, this is a whole other tangent, but, like, reusing names freaking sucks. Just let things have unique titles.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, it makes finding anything so difficult.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I realize that, like, coming up with unique adjectives for a new Spider-Man book is hard, but, like, it's the same thing as, like, freaking God of War 20, whenever it was, where it's just called God of War again, like, where, like...
I'll say this.
Dude, remakes need to stop just having the same title as the first thing.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
So, that wasn't a remake, I shouldn't say that, but, like, you know what I mean. Like...
Yeah, and this isn't a remake either. This is a very different book than the original Ultimate Spider-Man.
Now.
But, honestly, though, I will say I think part of why the book has its success right now is because it has that moniker. I think
true.
Like that's the other thing is like there is a level of prestige associated with the name Ultimate Spider-Man that wouldn't be there if you used a different didn't use a different actor.
Hit him from up here.
That's true. Like, name recognition is important, and like a new Ultimate Spider-Man book is gonna get a lot more eyes on it than like Spider-Man Prime or whatever.
Yeah, and on top of that, like people when all the hype came out about
Sora, what was that?
Ultimate Spider-Man being having Peter be grown up with married MJ and having kids. A lot of people were like, well, what's the big deal? Well, you guys had that with Renew Your Vows a few years ago, and that didn't sell very well. Initially, it did, apparently, but my thought was, well, back when Renew Your Vows was first announced, it was the full title of it was The Amazing Spider-Man Renew Your Vows. The implication being, you know, without any context, thinking like, oh, it's just 616 Spider-Man and they're finally restoring the marriage. Then you look into it and you're like, oh no, it's a parallel world just slightly adjacent to Earth 616.
I fucking hate that.
Yeah, exactly. And that made me mad. That genuinely, I avoided reading it for a lot longer than I should have, because actually, they're actually good books.
It was written by Jerry Conway, right?
The first
no
half
kidding.
of it was, yeah. Well, the initial story was written by Dan Slott, surprisingly.
Right, that was the freaking Secret Wars tie-in, but like when they split it off into an ongoing, it was written by Jerry Conway.
The first half was Jerry Conway, and that was fantastic. Then they abruptly switched out with a new writer and did a big time skip.
Yeah.
And that played a part. Yeah, but like, that's the thing is like, I don't think the book would quite have the same success if it didn't have the Ultimate moniker.
Yeah,
but
and that's fair.
I will say I do think that having the marriage and kids there is the biggest factor for why the book is having so much success. But I think it getting attention, in part, it's sort of like the perfect storm of things. Like, okay, you got Jonathan Hickman writing, you got Marco Checchetto drawing, and it's the return of Ultimate Spider-Man. It's like, okay, that's like the book that everybody recommends. You know, it's not 1610, Peter, it's a new one, but like, there's such a prestige with the original that you're looking at like, oh, okay, and then like building up to that, it's like, okay, oh, Ultimate Line's coming back, okay, cool, but it's not the same universe before. Like, that's kind of weird. But Jonathan Hickman's writing Spider-Man. Ooh, okay. And then like after that, it's like, oh yeah, Peter's an adult, he's married to MJ, and they've got kids. It's like, thank the Lord.
Yeah, see, that's the thing though. Like, I think that like, even though like Peter and MJ being married and having a family is like, that's the like hook that got everybody's attention, and for good reason.
Yeah.
But I'm also kind of like annoyed that like that's all that most people really seem to talk about in sort of like the wider comic fan spaces, even though like the actual
as opposed to
plot has nothing to do with that premise, and it's fantastic in its own right.
Yeah, no,
like,
it's
the
just in
fact that
general a
Peter
really
and the
great
Family Man
story.
is like incidental to the actual story.
Yeah, it's a character trait. It's not the plot.
Yeah, it's like okay, y'all are just shippers who aren't really reading the comic and are just talking out because you're salty about like freaking 616 Marvel. You are not appreciating like why this comic is actually great.
I appreciate the comic, and I think that more needs to be discussed. I will say, I think part of why the marriage and the kids are being talked up so much, though, is because it's sort of, again, it's one of those where it's like, okay, say what you will about One More Day or anything that's happened after that, whichever runs you prefer or don't prefer or whatever. The fact of the matter is, Marvel have been very aggressively antagonistic towards fans who don't like One More Day and want the marriage to come back, and have been very consistent in antagonizing them for years, and constantly saying the same thing. Well, if you don't like it, don't buy it, vote with your wallets. And most fans haven't been doing that. You know, they haven't been buying it, but Amazing Spider-Man still sells well because collectors and, you know, all sorts of different things that they do to make enough money to justify keeping the book going. So now, here comes a book that's got prestige, it's got a talent associated, and it's all about the marriage. Well, you know, so like, here's the thing where it's like, okay, here's everybody's making a big deal about it because that's how they speak to Marvel. Hey, we want this back. I think that's a big part of it. You know, I think that does undermine and take away from how good the rest of the book is, aside from the marriage and the kids, because like what they're doing with Harry is phenomenal.
I think I'm tired of talking about this.
Okay, I'm sorry.
For,
My bad.
Sorry for getting off on this tangent, Phil. What do you want to talk about?
Nosferatu. I'm really looking forward to that remake.
I didn't have an end to that sentence. I was hoping one would come to me.
Sorry.
No. Oh, wait! I've been playing Paranormasight. Paranormasight fucking rocks. I encourage anybody and everybody to play it. Paranormasight is a mystery visual novel where a big part of the initial premise is that you have JoJo stands that that are based on like folktale murders in the fictionalized area. Actually, wait, no, is it a fictional area? It might be a real area of Japan. Point is, you have a stand and need to figure out how to kill other people with it while avoiding getting killed by their stands, while also solving murders.
I love JoJo Part 4.
It's so good. Real, quote, real area of, quote, Japan. Oh, shit. Lock in, lock in, lock in, lock in, lock in. Thanks, Donald.
Thank you, Donald.
Well, Sofu Ryug, or I don't know how to pronounce
That's
your
great.
name.
Greg.
I know
That's great.
Japan exists because I used to live. Oh, it's
Oh,
Greg?
that's right.
Okay, yeah, I used to live in Japan. Multiple times.
Heal.
Japan percent.
I'm in on the conspiracy.
I'm just saying, I've never seen Japan. Yes. Hold on, I might get hit.
No, could hardly. Oh, Japan! I could hardly begin to describe it. Just
This
start
dog
talking
is
about
bulky.
just start talking about. Oh, I see that Gray's username is Gray Wolfle spelled backwards.
Yeah.
Um,
That's how I noticed it. The first, because I saw that, I'm like, oh yeah, that's a funny username, and then I really paid attention to it, and I'm like, wait a minute. Yeah, dog, I'm just sitting up here. Go ahead, do
Get
your
up
area
on the
attack.
Cerberus is back!
I can't really hit it up there, unfortunately. Oh wait, okay. Thanks, Donald.
This should help.
Oh, great. To answer your question earlier, I did try Sephiroth earlier. He is hard.
Yeah.
Yep.
Theoretically, it's possible to beat Sephiroth in this game. I have yet to see proof of that being the case.
I've heard tale of people being able to beat him, but I've never seen it for myself.
I want to give props to the auto lock camera in this game. It is
Yeah.
quite good, genuinely. I've crossed under Cerberus multiple times and it hasn't freaked out that much.
Yeah, especially for a game that was that came out in 2002. That's
Yeah.
very impressive.
Yeah.
Stupid dog. You made me get teched.
Yeah, filler.
Stupid dog, you take my throw!
That boy, I said boy!
Ow. Double ow.
Not sure why I tried to do a dog.
You gotta go beast mode on that ass, boy!
I might just get up there. No, it's fine.
Resurrecting a several-month-old Foghorn Leghorn meme.
Nah, Foghorn lives as long as you will him to. I'm Foghorn, and you are too. We're both Foghorn together.
Don't you get it? I'm already.
So, I'm trying to remember, which match are we on now? Is this 30?
I believe this is 30.
Yeah. We started this cup, how long ago? I can't remember.
Maybe like half an hour ago?
A while,
Okay,
yeah.
oh wow, yeah, okay. Yeah, I was like, I'm not sure how long
Mainly,
it's gonna take.
it is the fact that the actual boss fights take a long time. They're very bulky.
Yeah.
Well, specifically, Cerberus is bulky, and Behemoth was really bulky.
Yeah. Yeah. That matches with the other bosses. Yeah.
I think once we get away from giant monster bosses who have one specific hit point, it'll go a lot quicker.
Yeah.
Because I didn't really find Leon or Cloud that hard, so I don't think they'll be like a huge issue when we get to them. Ow.
Well, I guess it's more like some problems will go away and others will be created in their place.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm thinking about that home stretch and like, oh boy.
Good news, the fight will be quicker. Bad news is you will be at much greater risk of dying.
Yay!
Yeah.
This
and there is still
where
one
playing
more
this game on an-
giant.
Oh god. This is where playing
Yeah,
this game
there
on an
is still
emulator
one
would be
more
really
giant
useful.
boss after this too.
Fuck. Oh god, if I have to fight Maleficent again, I'll cry.
No,
Oh no, it's not.
thankfully
No. It's another Hercules themed boss.
Oh, do we get to fight the Hydra?
No.
Not until the
Dang.
next
Yeah, no. The Titan. Yeah, the Rock Titan.
Oh wow. Famous antagonists of Hercules, the Titans.
I felt it hard when I was a kid.
Same. Yeah.
I
And then
thought
what-
they were just they're just kind of there.
Wait,
I mean, they are.
I like them. I think they're
No, yeah.
They were just,
I just always thought they were
Hail
honestly
Star,
kind of
come
lame.
on.
Hey, look. If Hades is supposed to be Lex Luthor, then it's fine to give him Zod's group for what's very obviously a Superman parody.
I think we kind of lost the metaphor here.
Not Zod himself. I'm not referring to Zod himself. I'm saying like, okay, what were the two sidekicks that he had in Superman 2?
Their names were
Ursa and Non.
Yep, you
Yeah.
knew that. I knew that as well.
yeah,
I just didn't say it. That's
It's,
why I trailed off.
It's weird because, like, I think that, like, what was it? It's like Zod had like two other Hinge people in the comics, but they had different names, and then they freaking brought those characters into the comics, but then they had other different names. It's really weird.
That's really funny,
And
actually.
then Man of Steel creates a completely different one altogether.
Yeah, it's at this point it's just Zod and the other two.
Exactly.
I love Zod with his goof ass fucking goggles.
Ah, that's the post-crisis Zod design.
I believe that's what they used for him in Injustice for some reason.
Yeah, but like they also made him bald for some reason.
Which, like, listen, there's already a bald bad guy. Know your role, Zod.
There's actually two bald Superman villains I can think of off the top of my head.
It's probably more.
Bald people are evil? Question mark. Think about it. Lex Luthor, that version of Zod, Walter White.
Also,
Darkseid, also bald.
That's
Brainiac?
true. Brainiac
I
is
was thinking of
bald.
and Ultra Humanite before he became
Ultra-Humanite, yeah.
in his earliest appearances. Yeah.
Let's see. There's gotta be one. Metallo. Metallo.
Oh
The
yeah.
robot. And he's a bald robot.
There's an issue of The Flash where Gorilla Grodd gets a human disguise and he's bald in that disguise.
See, bald people evil.
Bald people are
Wake
evil.
Charles Xavier. Hello.
You true.
I was gonna say rude, but then I feel like isn't he basically the only one that kind of looks at like what the Turks did in remake and was like in Rebirth is like, you know what? Maybe we're the baddies, guys.
I
can't remember.
You said rude, and I thought you meant I was being rude to Charles Xavier.
That's what I also thought at first.
No. Oh, sorry.
I think
I was talking about the character
I would
Rude from
still
Final
call-
Fantasy VII.
I wouldn't call Rude. Well, would I call? I guess I'd have to call him evil because, like, ultimately.
I wouldn't say he's not evil.
Yeah.
No,
Because
he's
there's
a war
that
criminal,
thing where, like,
but he's got
you
a
don't-
conscience.
you
You
don't
know?
call-
That's the weird
Like,
thing.
there's a thing where you don't call characters evil just because they're not, like, cackling supervillains. But it's like, well,
Yeah.
he is doing evil things. He is serving this
listen.
Yeah.
super corporation.
He's certainly complicit.
He's just following orders. Take that as you will.
You know,
Me
like I
me
said,
writing
he
my
would,
Zach
he would
Fair call-out
absolutely
post.
be found. He would absolutely be found guilty in the.
Goofy's so excited that Rude has been found guilty.
His bald ass would not survive Nuremberg.
He had family in
Yeah.
the Sector 7 plates.
Max was down there as well.
Heal.
Do you think... I know we literally just established that Midgar might not even exist in Kingdom Hearts FF7. Do you think the plate drop still happens?
I mean, see, all the FF7 characters, as far as we know, lived in Hollow Bastion, so if the plate drop happened, it was on Ansem's orders.
Yeah, the
Oh,
only Final Fantasy VII character in this series who might not be from Hollow Bastion would be Zack.
Wait,
Yeah,
no,
he's just around.
crap,
Shadow Storm?
wait, talking about FF7 specifically, yeah, because there's also Destiny Island.
Yeah, like I said, 7. Yeah, like because Zack, one, I mean, he shows up in Olympus Coliseum, but his design is very different from like unlike the other Final Fantasy videos. They cartoonify him.
Yeah, he has the Kingdom
Quite
Hearts
a bit.
proportions.
Yeah, and like even like dude, his armor, it's not like
It's-
soldier armor. It's like
it's
freaking
much more like local looking.
Yeah.
yeah, like it looks like he looks like he's wearing the costume of a Hercules character.
Yeah!
Yeah.
Rude
Like,
shouting at
the
President
lore
that they had a
seems
good
to
thing
try
going
to
before they
imply
dropped
that
the
he might have
plates.
had a connection to Cloud or something, but it's like I don't see how because everything I'm seeing would suggest this is
They
the version
forgot-
of Zack who
Nomura for gore.
It really is absurd. Like Kingdom Hearts makes Dragon Ball's world building look well thought out.
yeah.
Oh no, the
Yeah.
Avengers!
Like I was gonna say, like the reason like we don't know for sure if Midgar exists is because like we don't know if Hollow Bastion, if that world has any settlements besides the city of Hollow Bastion.
Yeah.
Well, actually,
Go
bizarrely
ahead,
enough,
go ahead, what's in Dark Roads?
No, that's not what I was gonna say. That's not what I was going to say. What I was gonna know was actually something in Kingdom Hearts 2 that I didn't quite fully get until I replayed it. So the castle in KH1, the Hollow Bastion castle we see in this game, is in KH2, but it's not the one that we explore. We can see it from afar. It's where Maleficent and Pete are. It's fallen apart into ruins and whatnot. So the castle that you're spending time in Hollow Bastion in 2 is actually the castle that you hang out in all the other games, including Birth by Sleep. So that's Radiant Garden. That was the original settlement, which makes no sense as to why the flashback from KH1 has the Kairi and her grandma talk in the library in this new castle. But Birth by Sleep does have that scene there, and they have it on the streets of the main town there.
The way I had always interpreted it is that Maleficent was like, in KH1, she was occupying Ansem's castle, and then in KH2, she just has like a completely separate, unexplained castle right next door.
She has her own castle.
Yeah, that's what I thought growing up too. But then I looked at it again, and I was like, okay, this doesn't really make sense. Blah blah. And then I looked at the old castle. I was like, wait, this seems like the old KH1 castle. So I'm pretty sure that's supposed to be it.
It's hard to tell because neither of them look like the castle in KH1.
True, but the second one has the Heartless emblem on it. and
Yeah,
and it looks like it just sort of fell apart, which I mean makes sense considering if everybody just relocated, started building rebuilding the old town.
These games are so.
Does this
freaking
Keyblade
dumb. Why
actually
do
do
I
good
like
damage
them?
with auto attacks? Use the Keyblade. Yeah, I don't recall. I know this had a description. It said it does what? I think a good damage with a chain of attacks or something. It said. But this is generally agreed to be the best Keyblade in the game, so I assume it's quite good.
Well, technically it's the second best, but it's the best one you get for nothing.
Yes.
And the other one
right.
requires you to do hours upon hours upon hours of work to get it. And
Sorry,
it's
Moogles.
not worth it when you
Moogles,
get
I'm
this.
not
Yeah.
engaging with that shit.
Well, honestly, it was fine in KH1, in the vanilla KH1. They made it more difficult for some reason in Final Mix.
Okay, hang on. I'm gonna grab some pictures.
Yeah.
Like, we have to get to the bottom of this
Of
castle
Hollow Batch,
conundrum.
yeah.
We've been to the bottom of Hollow Bastion. I fell a few times.
Yeah.
KH1's a game I've been told where you do magic mostly. Yeah, pretty much. The normal attacks are good and do help. But yeah, like you do rely on magic for a lot of your crowd clearing attacks, or like when there are elemental weaknesses and stuff.
Okay, so this is gonna play terribly on stream.
Ow.
But in the group chat, I'm gonna be dropping a picture of the Calabastion KH1, then Hollow Bastion in KH2, and Maleficent's Castle in KH2, which is right next to Hollow Bastion. None of these are the same castle.
Nope. I'm
No
looking
more
at
for
it.
gore.
Yeah.
Still stands. I think the explanation is literally just there is no explanation.
Nomura for gore.
Well,
Thankfully, I will say this. After KH2, the main castle in KH2 onwards is the general map design of Radiant Garden in every appearance it has after that in the series.
The enemies are
So they're
literally
consistent
just
from that.
bulky.
It's just
Sorry. No. Sorry. Oh no. Sorry. Go ahead.
so I was just gonna say it was like the follow-up. Yeah, the only big disparity is the initial Hollow Bastion.
Yeah.
The enemies are literally just this bulky. Yeah, no, the Hades Cup enemies have quite a bit of health. Most of them aren't too bad, though. It's just the bosses and some of the bigger enemies.
I will say, the home stretch, like the last 15 or 10 matches, like the Heartless in those, they start using the Heartless that you're gonna meet and encounter regularly in the last world.
Yay!
And
I get a
those
sneak peek.
are, yeah, and boy howdy.
Grim Cheese Wheel, welcome to the stream. We are finishing off the Hades Cup in Kingdom Hearts.
I don't know if I'd say finishing quite yet.
We're
partway
down to
through
the
it.
20th seed. Oh, speaking. Oh. Anyway.
Well,
I'm glad I didn't foolishly get hit, but it would have been really funny if I got immediately blasted by Leon. Oh, you know what? I need to aim for Cloud, actually. Cloud's way more dangerous. Okay.
the comic timing of you saying, "Hey, we're almost done," and then suddenly here's Goku and Vegeta.
yeah. Get this. Yeah, Cloud is a lot more mobile, so I need to be locked onto him. What if Ornstein and Smo, but both of them were really fast?
Yeah. You know what? Screw you, Godskin Duo.
Shut up, Cloud. I'm a child. I'm 14.
Look at these two grown men. No, I already messed up the phrasing there. I'm gonna abort that sentence.
Yeah.
Oh, thank God. Leaf Racer putting in work ever since I've got it.
Yep.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Heal.
It's not over yet, Leon. Oh,
I
but
can
it
do
might
this
be.
all day.
This should help.
Leon, I'm glad that you have like no distance on that attack. Otherwise, it could be quite bad. What is that?
Ironic that the one with the gun
Does not
has
use
the worst
it.
range.
All right. Come on, just do your. If he does his ground pound, not you, Leon. Not the one I wanted to do a ground pound.
It turns out Leon's gunblade is actually a shotgun.
I'd freaking ground pound
Yes.
Cloud, you know what I'm saying?
Shit. Oh, thanks, Donald.
Yeah,
Oh, she put arrow
doing
up.
great lately. Like,
Right, dude. This whole stream.
this is like gameplay story integration right there. Like freaking now that Donald is cool with Sora, freaking he's healing her
True.
often. This is totally,
Yeah.
I'm sure, this was part of No More Vision, and not just like a weird quirk of the AI.
Hit him! Hit him! Keep going!
Get him! Get him!
Come on.
It's over!
It's no use!
Oh God. I forget the name of Cloud's voice actor in these games and all the early FF7 stuff. Is he
Steve
okay
Burton.
with that sound effort?
That's the best you can do?
I just expressed concern for you. Never mind. Ah!
He sounds constipated.
Like it said.
He
Right,
sounds
do
like
that.
he is on the toilet fighting for his life.
Oh shit. Okay, back up. Oh, thank you. Donald, you're so good right now.
Farewell.
I'm trying to
Farewell?
remember.
Oh, he's doing the
his
thing.
name.
Is it Cody Christian or is that the current actor?
Cody Christian is the remake actor. Steve
Okay.
Burton,
Yeah,
I
the
think,
current-
is the original.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's yeah.
gotcha, gotcha.
No relation to Corey Burton, as far as I know.
All right, go, 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 go.
Come on. Take that.
Nice. All right, Cloud's almost done, and Leon should not be that bad.
I like Steve Burton's performance, but I will say I think Cody Christian is a lot better as Cloud. Yeah, like
Here.
Steve Burton's filmography is so funny because it's all just like freaking a bunch of soap operas, some obscure direct-to-video movies, and freaking Final Fantasy.
Yeah, right?
Yep.
Like, where did they get this guy?
It's kind of like
Because
how
all
you...
of the other voice actors have at least like they've
God.
been
Oh my
in
God,
stuff
I'm stuck in
like
the corner.
freaking like freaking
go, work on him.
like freaking Yuffie is Kim Possible, Aerith
Yes!
is Mandy Moore, Leon is freaking Angel from Buffy the Vampire Slayer. They're like recognizable names, at least, you know, of the era.
yeah.
And then meanwhile you have like some guy as
From
the
a soap
face of
opera,
Final
yeah.
Fantasy VII.
Wind.
I mean, like,
mean,
again,
I think
say
it's a
that
good
not-
casting. Yeah, like I think it's a good
Oh, he's a good
casting
actor,
though.
yeah.
Like that's the thing is like, and one thing that people have, I've now that we've got another example of an English voice actor for Cloud to compare with,
love
I have
Power.
seen some people make the interesting point that even though
Shut up, Leon.
I think most people agree that Christian shows more range in expressing Cloud, different facets of Cloud's personality. One thing that Burton set the template for the type of voice, but also one detail about Burton's voice for Cloud that Cody's doesn't have is that there's a slight southern drawl that's ever so slightly there.
Oh, that
And
makes sense.
and a lot of people who've noted that like that a lot because, I mean, if you look at Final Fantasy VII, the whole backstory is that Cloud and Tifa are from, like, the the middle of a backwater town
like,
in the middle of nowhere. So it's like that kind of fits. Like they would have like a country accent.
Yeah, freaking Tifa has a cowboy hat. Like they are.
This is true.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like that's a cool detail that I like.
Leon, do you have more than one taunt?
You don't stand a chance.
Okay,
But
there's
yeah,
more.
to be clear, I didn't say any of that as like.
Yeah,
I
no,
should have died.
You need a break.
I did not
I
mean to
do
question.
still think, yeah.
I did not mean to question.
It's just
Steve
such a
Burton's,
weird
like,
odd man out kind of thing compared to everybody else. Like
Yeah.
Seth brought this Lance Bass from NC in the early 2000s. That says a lot.
It's like again, it's absurd casting, but I at least understand the logic
Just a
of
good
like,
job.
okay, what's like a big name that we can get.
Leon has the Moonlight
yeah.
Greatsword. He does. I don't know if this is something
Oh
from
my-
FF8, or if he just does this for this
It
fight.
vaguely resembles
That
the
slide
Lionheart,
dodge.
which is Leon's ultimate weapon. This vaguely resembles his ultimate weapon in Final Fantasy VIII, but
that might
it's
hurt me out of it.
notably
Nice.
larger.
Yes.
Yeah.
You were there with me all along, my guiding moonlight.
Obtained Lionheart. Oh, nice.
Ah.
Now I have the power of gun. Oh wait, but I can't equip it
Only.
yet. Damn.
Dang. Also, like, it will definitely be worse than what you have right now, unfortunately.
This is,
Yeah.
oh yeah, that's true. If this game was made today, it would definitely have a glamour system. In fact,
Yeah.
I wish.
in fact, if the next Kingdom Hearts game, whenever that comes out in 20 years, doesn't have a glamour system, I'll be sad.
Freaking.
I will say,
Oh, shit.
from what I understand, I have not played
Ow.
Cage 3 yet. From what I remember, the
Oh, no.
one change that they made with the Keyblades in Cage 3 that I do think is a
Nothing.
clever choice is that you can actually upgrade the Keyblades and, you know, sort of pick
Yeah.
and choose which one you want to use more properly.
Yeah.
Which is good. I think that's a good
Yeah, yeah.
quality of life
Ow.
change. So like,
Yeah, and they also freaking they tied the freaking drive form to which Keyblade you're using, so like.
and
that
that's really
also
cool
gives-
too.
Yeah, it gives you.
They
an
do something
incentive
not
to use,
dissimilar in FF7 Rebirth too, where like now every weapon all the weapons have their own upgrade paths that make them like all differently viable.
Yeah.
Which
Yeah.
genuinely is super cool. I love that you can you can use the Buster Sword the whole game if you want, because it will be good.
Yeah. And if you want to use the Kingdom Key, if you're one of the people who just prefer to
Yeah.
use that the whole time, you know that's a viable option with not much consequence. And also as an Oblivion fan, it'd be nice to have. I think that's nice to have a game where presumably you can get Oblivion and not feel like you're compromising yourself on anything.
Did they put is Oblivion engaged there?
I don't think it's in the base game, but apparently it was added in Remind, from what I recall.
It's
That's
in Cage
right,
3.
yeah.
Roxas has it.
Yeah, I
So
Yeah, they
like,
did
from
that,
what I
yeah,
recall,
that's
the form you get with Oblivion in Cage 3 Remind is Dark Form, but not to be
Dark.
confused with Rage Form.
Ah, yes.
which is not used with anti-form, despite being the same thing basically.
Yeah. Well, Rage Form is an evolution of Anti-Form. From what I it's like, it's more like Anti-Form was just Sora's Darkness completely let
These big guys.
wild with no control or whatever. Rage Form is specifically
Oh boy.
Sora tapping it, giving himself into the darkness, and using of his anger specifically. It's his anger finally honed into something.
Oh man, I love superpowered
Wait.
evil sides. Hell yeah.
Gee, Sora, how come no more or less you have 3 superpowered evil sides? Is he stupid?
His superpowered evil sides: anti-form, rage form, dark form, and Vanitas.
I still think it's hilarious that the opening of
I gotta
Cage 2, where like
buy
okay,
time
where
for
Anthem's
Goofy and
where
Donald to
Diz
wake
is
up.
talking to Roxas. Oh yeah, so these are some of the new Heartless that you're going to be fighting in the next world.
I wish I had more items on me. Not being able to go back and get more items has been
Well,
little
you
difficult.
can
Yeah.
you can quit and then get new items in and then just jump in from like C20 or something.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
then I'd have to die, and I'm too good for that.
Come on.
Well, you could just pause and quit, which just makes you a quitter, not a dead person.
Ow. Ow.
It's your pride on the line more than anything else.
My warrior's pride!
Dang it. We're both going the exact same place with that.
Leaf Racer is so good.
Yeah.
It is
Oh, no.
an absolutely vital ability.
Alright.
Like
It's like
Leaf
playing
Racer,
Elden Ring and not getting Shard of Alexander or Godfrey Icon. Having said that, I have yet to do either of those things in my playthrough.
I use.
Yeah, no, I was.
Do I have Godfrey's Icon? I don't know if I do.
I don't have either of those.
Oh, you don't have Alexander Shard?
No.
Oh yeah, you get from doing his quest line.
Yeah, I forgot where to find him
You forgot.
after Verdun Festival.
It's fine. It's I don't even think it's that like essential necessarily. Though you really use weapon skills.
Hmm.
Did I take shield drop staff? Did I? I don't recall. Whatever staff Donald has right now, it's probably not a good one. Oh wait, no, this is one we got from the. We got it from here actually, so that might be good.
Hang on, I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick.
Yeah.
Which thing are we talking about?
Gray asked if I got shield drop staff. I don't know what he's talking about, but I assumed it meant like what staff
So,
Donald has.
okay, so there's a few different things. So, when we fought Yuffie, we got a shield for Goofy from that, but we can't equip it yet.
Ow.
Oh,
the starting stat
presumably what they were-
choices. No, we took we took shield, sword.
and gave up the sword, yeah.
Yes. Take shield, drop sword. I think it was. Because we wanted to get scan early, and I think most have been pretty good. I have no, I don't know how the other experience is, so I have no real complaints. Ow. These guys are all over the place. What did he just say?
I don't know.
Ow. It's for this Keyblade's for dealing large physical damage you expect from magic damage. That may be. However, I cannot switch out of it right now, and it has the biggest numbers. Ow.
Heal.
15th seat. We're almost there.
Yep.
Ow. Nice. That was so smooth. I'm so cool. I'm locking in. Thanks, pal. Is he making an L with his forehead?
Yep.
Sorry, no, not with his forehead. I know it.
So,
Damn it.
one told me.
What the fuck is that?
I was.
You know, this is my crying. Don't worry about it.
Meet my favorite. So meet my favorite Heartless in this.
Oh man, Nello Angelo.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think like, these guys are they're called Invisibles, I think. I don't know why. They're very visible.
Oh god, I'm stuck.
But
Because
yeah,
of this,
they're-
because of that
Get out.
attack.
Get out
There's
of
this
here.
attack that they do where they put their sword in the ground and then they they disappear in the rings of flame that circle around you, and that's like their if you don't dodge it.
I know you're talking
properly,
about something
then
he
they
literally
get a free
just
attack
did,
on you.
but I could not see it past the fat guys, so I will see it when he does it.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a freaking sick design.
It looks cool.
And they never bring it back. I hate it. I hate that they
What?
never brought this back.
Yeah, they're literally
Yeah,
just
it's
in this game.
just in this
It's
game.
wild.
It's so weird how
so
many
we're-
designs from this game don't come back.
Oh my gosh, you know what it looks like? It looks like freaking Vincent Valentine Chaos. in
No,
FF7.
it does. Now I hate
I mean,
it.
honestly, we were joking about how we were joking about Hollow Bastion being like on Orlando
Oh, wait,
or
he's done. He's cooked.
Lindell.
He's
This
done.
was perfectly
I'm sorry you cut out there.
that. Oh, I was saying, like, we were joking about Hollow Bastion being like on Orlando or Lindell earlier. The Invisibles would fit in perfectly there.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
God.
They look like a late game Final Fantasy or Dark Souls type enemy.
I have.
Force.
Oh hell yeah.
Use the full Sora.
Use the force. Sora. Ow. Heal instead, Sora. Actually. Use force heal, Sora. Ow.
So I'm going to revisiting the Dream Weapon selection stuff since Gray was talking about it. I am going to
Ow.
argue against what Gray was saying. The stats for choosing the shield and giving up the sword, even though you lose a point on the sword, you still have more strength than you do MP. From what I can tell, it doesn't say anything about meaning that you're going to be more magic damage based.
Ow.
Yeah, I also did. I also took the shield and drop
Yeah.
sword, and I did not notice any like.
Honestly, I think Kingdom Hearts
Rowdy's
has
quite
always
good,
been
actually.
like there is RP elements in Kingdom Hearts, obviously, but it's not nearly as in depth as a lot of other RPGs in that regard.
The power of the Keyblade.
You know what I mean? Like the
Yeah.
difference between physical damage and magic damage in something like Dark Souls
Oh, God.
or
There's
Elden
3
Ring
of
mean a
them.
lot more.
Three
Yeah.
of them.
Like I can flatten them
these are-
all with
So yeah,
gravity. Oh god.
the
Oh,
Invisibles
no.
and the Angels.
Thanks, Donald. One down. That one disappeared.
And now
Heal.
Heal. Help!
Ew.
That's one's almost dead. There we go. Now that's the one that's dead.
Get him.
Get him!
what I would give to have the Invisibles back in these games.
I wish.
Such a great design.
Come on. Come on.
Nice. Flatten you.
Honestly, like it's
I should
kind
put
of
gravity
feels
on
the
my
same
bar.
niche. It kind of fills the same design niche that like the Nobodies do in KH2, while they lean into like more into the Heartless being like the more cartoony basic enemies.
Yeah, I think that's probably why they did it. But
Come on.
even still, it's like there's such a good design. Like the Heartless kind of deserve having at least some rep in that regard, because there's still some of the
Yeah.
creepier and more cartoonish type Nobody stuff. Not as much as with the Heartless, but they are there. So.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Hey, how you doing, everybody? Got a minute? Hades, Lord of the
Sora,
Rings.
it's me,
Guess
the
what?
devil. Oh shit, we're fighting Hades.
Yeah,
Yep.
we're doing it right now. So
Right here, right now.
yeah, so you're probably gonna die here.
Nah, I'm fine.
It's your tomorrow, right now.
This is recon. This is recon. This is recon.
It's everything.
He needs to stop
So-
dancing. Oh my god. Wait. Stop. Okay.
Yeah, we're playing Elden Ring again.
Oh god, get away. Get away from me!
Heal.
The Lord of Frenzied Flame, Hades. Let
Hey.
chaos take the world.
Oh, he has the
It's
same thing
time
going
to-
on as Sephiroth does. Okay.
Yep.
It's time to fight Saul Goodman.
Please.
Feel the heat.
Feel the heat.
Lord of the Dead. Did you
Oh my
know
God!
that, right? The Underworld says you don't. Yeah,
Bringing it back.
that attack is
Shit.
a lot. You
You haven't
cannot
fun
hit him
yet?
during it, to my knowledge.
Oh god.
No, I'm not. I want to go home.
Okay.
That's it.
If you cast, I think if you cast Blizzard on,
Oh no, I
Does not.
can't remember.
did not, but I
No,
figured
yeah,
something.
Yeah,
would
no,
happen.
it doesn't. Yeah, I wasn't sure because like I know that he's invincible when he's like this.
Oh, he's
I couldn't
invincible
remember
when
the
he's
idea-
like this.
Yes.
Terrifying.
I don't. It's not clear right now, specifically because we don't know if he's taking damage.
Oh
or
right,
not.
yeah. I
Yeah.
can't remember. It's just
So
it's
I'm
a
just gonna
very
fight normally.
wonky.
Yeah. That's how I did it, and it worked out for me eventually.
Yeah.
Is that all you got?
No! Leave me alone!
Heal.
Take that.
I'm a child! I was just a boy. Just an innocent boy.
We're just normal men. We're just innocent men.
Goofy, can you like hit him when he's doing that?
Take
Thanks. Appreciate it. Look how bored Hades looks, actually.
Yeah.
Let me see if this works.
See ya.
Feel the heat.
Feel the heat.
Yo, I'll say this: you're doing much better than I did my first try.
Thank you.
That's it.
Huh.
It probably helps
Oh,
you have like
he does.
a much
Oh, he
more-
does take damage.
Yeah, we got him.
That's it.
Now, the real fight starts here.
The real Dark Souls starts now.
Uh-oh. Okay, don't do that.
That's it.
I need... I have a Mega Potion left. Sorry, Mega Elixir left. Alright, now I'm healed now. Thanks, Donald.
Thank you, Donald.
I genuinely don't know what's at the first seed, so I want to bank that.
Come on.
Feel the
Oh,
heat.
he takes a pretty good amount of damage once he takes damage.
Yeah. Once you can tell how much damage you're doing.
Yeah. Uh-oh. Dodge.
Hey, you having fun
This
yet?
should help.
Shit.
I freaking love him. He sucks.
I completely get why Hades is Nomura's favorite Disney villain.
Yeah.
Apparently, you can reflect his fireballs by guarding. I don't have that, so that's okay.
That's it.
Like we've said in every other stream,
Buy time.
You
for
either
Goofy not
parry-
to get up.
or you take the hit.
Hesitation is defeat. Sora, you need to not be jumping up, because that's actually fucking you up.
Take that.
Is there a oh wait, maybe if I don't lock on to him, but then I can't scan his health.
Take that.
Okay, he jumps up anyway. Okay. Because by jumping up to attack him, Sora is leaving an opening to get dunked on by any kind of follow-up attack.
Yeah.
I talk like Sora is a different person that I'm trying to coach. Which I guess technically he is.
That is technically correct, which is the best kind of correct.
Thanks, Donald.
All right. All right, Sora. Rule number 1: concentrate.
Feel the heat.
You gotta win the game.
Games.
The game.
1, 2, 3.
I'm the trash man.
Heal.
That's it.
Yo, you got text by Donald. How do you feel right now? I'm gonna arrow up.
That's it.
Goofy, thanks for tanking the hit.
This should help.
Yeah, see what I mean about that beginning attack leaving Sora super open?
Mhm.
Nice. Let's see what else. How does gravity work? Oh, that hurt him a pretty good amount. Okay.
Nice.
Maybe I just start using gravity on him then, because that stunned him too.
Come on.
Gotta get his stagger up.
Yeah. I wonder if gravity can stun him out of that attack. Uh-oh.
Hey, having fun yet?
Probably not.
Yeah, go for it.
I wouldn't count on it.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
That's it.
Donald. Donald, please. Thank you. Donald. My good friend. My best friend.
Besto friendo.
That's it.
My brother.
Brother! Donald, can you heal me and not Goofy? If I die, it's over. If Goofy dies, it's sad, I guess. But then he's fine in the next cutscene.
Yeah, if Goofy dies, he'll get back up in 5 seconds. Don't worry about it. If Goofy dies, he just goes back through the green door.
Take that.
Well, there are 2 faces in every mirror, Donald.
Oh, wait, I can back attack him now.
Yo!
Heal.
They,
Alright,
see,
heal,
they drew his
and then
aggro.
don't get
There
hit
you
by
go.
this. Thanks, pal.
Hey, having fun yet?
It's something about the audio file itself, not even just the delivery. The audio file is so crisp. It's so
Yeah.
high quality in a way that none of the others are.
Yeah.
That's it.
Alright, we are halfway there.
Whoa, oh.
Starting to get warmed up here.
Starting to get warmed up here. Ooh. Oh yeah, okay, Ragnarok. No!
No.
Incredibly disappointing.
He read
no.
your input.
Hey, having fun yet?
No!
No, I'm
Mega
not.
Elixir, okay.
Oh, holy crap!
Ooh, that was
Oh my
almost so
gosh.
bad!
That's clutch.
See ya.
James,
so
are you okay?
Angry.
James, do you need to talk to somebody? Oh, he's stunned!
He just. That was James Wood's honest reaction.
No,
when
he's
he heard
shielding
that they were-
again! That was just
That was
James
Ja-
Woods in the booth.
Yeah, they told him that they were taking down a Confederate monument.
Starting to get warmed up here.
If I can get Ars Arcanum instead, it'd be great. The problem is, because his hitbox is high up, it's being registered as an aerial attack. So it wants me to do Ragnarok instead, but Ragnarok takes me away from him.
Ah, that sucks. If only there was some sort of system where you could actually choose which attack you wanted to use. at
I
that
know!
moment.
This would be great to have Slash Raid during. I wish I had that on.
Ah, yeah.
Heal.
It also helped if he
Away!
had like more than
Away!
2 attacks. Away! Away!
Foul base.
Take that.
It's all your fault!
No,
This
that's
town's
too far. That's a
finished.
Disney movie.
Bloodpoint's my favorite Disney movie.
This should help. Come on.
Yeah, jump his ass.
Yeah, we're in the 10th seed, Lieutenant.
So good at dodging that attack. I'm impressed.
Thank you.
That's it.
I play video
that
games.
that would get me every time.
Heal.
You just gotta iframe through it.
You just gotta believe.
I believe. I'm not saying the rest of the line
I
because
love
you know
both.
what? I don't believe everyone I know is a goner. I believe we've got this. I believe I'm locking in.
That's it.
Just do that at Goofy specifically. Do that one at Donald specifically.
Stupid dog, you make me look bad.
Hey, I'm just starting to get warmed up with you.
Shut up.
Take that.
I love him.
And Sam's Japanese voice seems way worse.
Take that.
Still gamer hours.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'm really good. Most of the time I'm
You know,
fine.
You never do hear Kingdom Hearts brought up when it comes to like dub versus sub, do you?
Oh god. Yeah, huh? Well, so specifically what I always remember the most about Kingdom Hearts vis-a-vis dub versus sub is that Japanese Hades sounds like James Woods speaking Japanese, and it's
Yeah,
always been
I've-
super
yeah.
distracting to me. It's so funny.
Uncanny. He literally just sounds like James Woods speaking fluent Japanese. It's wild.
It's so jarring. It's my favorite casting. Yeah, back off.
Heal.
Donald, can you
you
not
can
heal
arrow
me when
too.
I'm healing myself? I will kill you.
Hey, I'm just starting to
You
get
are going
warmed
on my
Actually-
Thanksgiving dinner table.
See, now, it's good that you didn't take my advice, because if you had arrowed, you wouldn't have any heals. So
This is
it's
true.
good that you ignored me. I should not have affected you.
Heal.
Yeah, my thing with Arrow is that, though good, genuinely, for the most part, I think his damage isn't that bad. It's just that when I get hit, like, the stack up is obviously pretty bad.
Yeah, I guess
But having a
arrow is
heal
one
is
you
not
want to
too
use.
What?
Arrow you want to use more for bosses like Ursula, where they have an attack that can just melt your health bar.
Yes, exactly.
Also, you almost won on your first try. Like, I should have waited to say that so I wouldn't jinx it, but I think you got this.
Thank you.
Hey, you having fun yet?
You know what, Hades? Yes. Yes, actually.
Yes!
Yes. Is the fight over now? Are you done? Since we were having so much fun. Goofy! Alright. Oh,
Get him!
Get back here!
Get him!
Get back here! He's running
Running
away.
away.
There we go!
Yeah! Now I can congratulate you.
Reminds me of Tonio and JoJo's Part 4. Japanese still pulling off an Italian accent in Japanese. Oh, that sounds cool! Good read, James! He's gonna get eaten by the Heartless.
Hey, what are you doing? Stop. Hey, guys, get away from me.
Did
Did he
you
just die?
eat him?
Did he just die?
No.
Answers report 8 and Graviga. Hell yeah. Alright, we're almost at the end.
Yeah. Hey, you might actually be able to do this and do like a no-death Hades Cup run.
I'd be so proud of myself. I am out of items now, so that will suck. But like,
You know what? Didn't stop you from Hades.
this is true. Actually, no, it did. I did need to use my Mega Elixir.
Oh, dang it.
Where are the...
But you know what? Won't need it.
Yeah, won't even need it. What's next? What? Titan? Fuck him. Isn't even the main villain in that movie.
Yeah, I already beat him in FF16.
Come on.
How is Hades not the final seed of the Hades Cup? Right? That's what caught me off guard about him. It's named after him.
Wait. If Hades is like the one holding the Hades Cup, I guess that's That's the equivalent of like freaking Vince McMahon showing up randomly at WrestleMania.
Yeah, do you think he wasn't even supposed to be the 10th seed? He was just watching you get this far, and he's like, alright, this has to be over now.
Yeah. He would though.
I know, I was joking at first. I'm like, actually, no, I would buy that. Let's heal up. This should help. As Goofy screams in the distance.
I think I mentioned this before, but one thing that Cage 2 does with Cure that is genuinely a great design choice is that if you're standing close to other party members, it'll like there'll be like an AoE that'll like heal them too.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, it's legit really useful.
Come on. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah!
Oh yeah, Macho Man.
Invisible fear, stealth sneak. I see that big ass shadow.
I got you for 3 minutes. 3 minutes.
Oh, they teleported. Damn. Alright, where'd they go? Because I know I can almost kill them immediately with Greviga. Ow. Maybe I heal instead. Maybe I do that first. Maybe it's good that I did that first. Oh my god.
Not dying is usually the most important thing.
I like not dying.
I love.
These guys are
I
really
love
easily
not dying.
stun locked.
See ya. Heal.
What's that freaking noise? Oh, that's the chameleon. Never mind.
Yeah, it's just
I got
it's
the
around.
Come on.
Don't worry about it.
Oh yeah, that's the chameleon. He hangs around.
So, hey, Heartless, what you got there? Smoothie. That's a very niche joke. I'm glad you appreciated it.
Heal.
There we go. Where'd the last invisible go? There he is. Ow. Despite being invisible, I feel like stealth sneak isn't actually that dangerous, which is pretty funny.
I currently is niche. Well, I get maybe niche isn't the right word. Like it's more
specific.
Like, it's a joke. It's a joke that doesn't work unless you're familiar with the actual thing it's referring to.
Yeah, but luckily I got it. All right, there he is.
It's a joke
Dude,
that doesn't
die.
work without context.
Come on.
There we go. Jesus.
Heal. Come on. Come on.
There we go.
What is it doing?
Oh, I love this game. These beans.
Come on.
That's what I look
Which
like.
seat are we on now? I kind of dozed
7th?
off there. Okay.
Yeah, this is 7th. We're about to do 6.
Okay.
Yeah, apologies that this is probably not super engaging for you guys.
Oh no, it's fine. It's not that. I was distracted by something else. It's
see.
perfectly fine.
I'm having a great time.
Yeah, no, I've been having a blast. I was just
All right.
Yeah, I didn't fully realize
want
going into
lightning.
this that the Hades Cup was going to take this long. I think it was a great choice
You're
for
fire.
dedicating a stream to it.
Fire.
You are cold. Or no, you're hot. So you want yes, okay.
See ya.
And then you.
It's a bit.
Aw.
I
hit both of them.
Not a set. It's not a set one for each mushroom. You have. It depends on which one they're doing at the time, and you have to get it in there before it changes.
Yeah.
It's really.
Oh, I wasn't paying
Also-
enough attention to the animation, so I saw him doing the thawing, and I thought that was it. Hi.
Also,
Yeah,
this
thank
round
you.
is called.
Does me love giving me fries.
Yay.
I'm realizing I was running around in circles so that I would not get hit while I was saying hi and taking them, and then straight up forgetting that I can just pause the game.
This is not Elden Ring, no.
Yeah, for real.
this artist called Black Storm? Excuse me, she's just called Storm. I don't know what they meant by that.
Jesus, what's going on, Kingdom Hearts? Tetsuya, you wanna talk about something?
Racially motivated, Heartless.
Nope, never mind.
Heal.
Oh, speaking of, I've definitely told you that I finished watching X-Men 97.
Yes, I think we might have discussed the last time, actually.
But to reiterate, at the time I had not finished watching it. Last time it was discussed on stream. Since then, I have now finished it. It is so good.
Heal.
It is, like, legit the best X-Men adaptation we've ever had.
Come on.
Yeah.
Fantastic show. I fully recommend it to anybody. Just like,
Yeah.
even if you think you're, even if you think you're not really interested in X-Men itself, give it a shot. It's so good.
If you are interested in good animated shows and are not opposed to the superhero genre, it's worth
Oh
watching.
no.
Oh no!
Oh no. All right, Donald.
Oh, this is bad.
Donald, buddy.
Donald, you want to wake up, Donald?
Donald, hey buddy. How you doing?
No, I'm sorry I called you useless, Donald. We need you.
Get up, Donald! Oh my god, seriously, please get up. Oh my god. Wrong one!
There we go. Donald.
Did you
Donald?
just heal Goofy? Thank you.
Oh, okay. Finally,
I saw a green
He
light
pulled
around
through.
Goofy. I was about to lose my shit.
he pulled through.
Donald,
Oh yeah.
Donald gets a lot of disrespect, both in these streams and generally. But also,
Yeah.
he's done such a good job.
He's been the real MVP of this stream so far.
Yeah. Honestly,
also-
I think he is.
2 stealth sneaks.
I was alluding to this earlier. I love the trio in KH2. Like, they really come to life in that game. Goofy being the smartest member of the three is never not funny. Sora being the friendly, well-intended face of the group, and then Donald being the chaos gremlin that he is
Donald is
it's amazing.
Goofy is like dumb intelligently, but he's not a dumbass. Donald is a dumbass.
Exactly.
Heal.
Yes,
Goofy
exactly.
Goofy is
And
low
Sora's
intelligence.
very naive.
Low intelligence, high wisdom.
Goofy is low intelligence, high
Exactly.
wisdom. Donald is high intelligence, low wisdom.
Yes.
Exactly.
We gotta heal.
And
I can heal in midair. I didn't know I could do that.
yeah, that comes in clutch, especially in KH2.
Heal.
Yeah, I think part of it is like the 2 really plays up Donald's faults. Not in like a as negative a way as like what we saw here, like with the arc he had in this game, but
There we go.
more for comedy effect, for Flourish. So like he's hilarious in Agrabah. Like there's some great moments where with the treasure and
He is not actively making things worse for the party, but he is like they play him up as like a comedic a-hole in a way that's really fun.
He's the heel.
like
Yeah.
exactly.
Also, it's been a trip watching Haley Joel Osment in The Boys not long after the last stream. I had that exact same thought.
Oh,
'Cause
yeah.
I was watching The Boys shortly after we started doing these and saw him in that. Yeah, it's
And
wild
Haley
when
Joel,
you think, like,
I'm
he's done a lot. And I forget about that
Yeah.
when I think
He's
about
had
him
like
as an
a whole
actor.
career.
Yeah.
yeah, no, he's gonna be in Batman Cape Crusader.
Oh,
I don't
is
know
he?
what character, but yeah, we don't know what character yet, but he's gonna be in it.
It would be. I hope he's playing one of the villains.
That'd be so
I
good.
would have
because,
to
like-
imagine.
Yo,
I
Toy
might-
Maker, Haley Joel Osment.
That
Oh,
would be
that
fun.
would go hard.
My guess, going off the trailer, it's not 100% sure, and I could very easily be wrong. My guess right now is that he might be voicing Onomatopoeia.
That I could see that.
It's we hear one line from Onomatopoeia in the trailer, and I can't tell if that's him or not. It might not
I'm
be,
gonna kill this thing.
but
Over here.
Yeah, I really hope
I'm
he's playing
very curious. Yeah, I'm
There's
very
more-
curious to see who he voices.
Sorry to interrupt you.
Well,
But yeah, I really hope that he's playing a villain because, like, as we learn in later games, he is like legit really good at villain roles.
Oh yeah, seriously.
the moment Vanitas got revealed when Berk Leslie came out in Japan at the start of 2010, and then it didn't come over into English for like 9 months. It didn't until like September,
Oh, no
if I remember
kidding.
correctly.
They had to give birth to the sleep.
Yeah. So when we found out about Vanitas in the JP game, immediately I was eagerly anticipating, imagining in my head, like, okay, how's Haley gonna voice this? And he did not disappoint. It's just one of the things, like, it's like, yeah, you could tell, it's like, okay, he was waiting for, he was clearly eagerly waiting for this moment, because he relished getting to play a villain.
Yeah, I'm such a huge fan of roles where, like, you can tell the actor was having the time of their life.
Yeah, big time. A similar genre is like, I think we've talked about this before too. Like the difference between like Kari Wahlgren voicing Saber and voicing Saber Alter.
Yeah, I got to see her on a panel years ago at
that's
Comic-Con
right.
Okinawa, and I think this is where this came up. It's like I talked with her about that, and she mentioned that she was like when she got the script for the Heavensfield movies and realized that she was going to get to voice Saber Alter, she got really excited about that. She was like, okay, ooh, I love the idea of, like, okay, you know, having voiced Artoria for so many years or whatever. It's like, okay, now we get to do a take on her where, hey, what if she became Darth Vader?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
She does a great job.
Yeah,
I really need to, like,
she was
rewatch.
very excited about that.
I don't think I ever watched the Heavensfield movies dub. I think I might have watched them sub.
I think
like, I need to, like-
I haven't.
They're
I
pretty-
think
they're
that I
pretty
think
good.
I'm in the same boat.
They're
But
I've given Bryce Papenbrook a lot of shit in the past. Mostly undeserved. He is a good actor. But specifically, he really, like, in the Heavensfield movies, he does a really good job with Shiro in making him feel very uniquely, like, beaten down compared to, like, the vibes he give him in Unlimited Blade Works, where he's a lot more like, not bad at all, but a little more like the same kind of performance he puts in for a lot of similar characters.
I feel like Bryce Papenbrook is a good case of, like, what I like to call the Brad Pitt effect, where an actor gets, like, typecast into, like, a very, like, typical, like, vanilla lead, like, protagonist type role, and doesn't really get a chance to show off just how much range they really
Yeah,
have.
exactly.
Yeah.
And, like, when Bryce Papenbrook has roles that aren't shonen guy, you barely even realize it's him. What was he in?
Yeah.
There was something he was in where he was a side character, and I didn't even realize it was him. I had to look it up. I forget what it was
the
right
only
now, though.
like recent role I can think of him was, like, he's the pig guy in Demon Slayer.
Maybe. Oh, no, that's not what I'm thinking of. But he does a great job as that guy. As
Yeah.
well.
He hasn't been in a ton that I've seen lately.
Yeah, I'm also watching a lot less anime lately.
Yeah. Same.
That also doesn't help.
It's like
just
every
looking
so
at-
often I'll look up like at older actors, and I'm like, oh yeah, they haven't been in stuff in forever. And I look up, I'm like, oh no, they've been in stuff, just not stuff I'm watching.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Like, that literally happened to me yesterday with Crispin Freeman.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
I haven't heard Crispin Freeman in ages. What's he doing? And the answer is freaking Demon Slayer.
Yeah. Need all of them right now. Damn. I gotta be careful. Donald, can you help me, please? Donald. Oh god.
Dolan,
shit.
please.
Donald, get Mana. No!
No!
Oh!
No!
We were so close.
So I got good news.
We can
But
restart.
first,
I
we're
know.
gonna stock up on items. Yeah, but you can also start right after Hades.
Yes. No. Oh no. I know.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's Lionheart, 35, 8 mana. Also deals great physical damage.
I mean, not that great, clearly.
Yeah, right. Dealing a string of critical blows. Yeah, I'm gonna stick with Divine Rose, I think.
Yeah.
I got
Yeah.
Omega Arts. That's what I got. That's pretty good.
Omega Arts is good.
Raises, lose mana, so maybe just replace instead.
Yeah, that doesn't boost your...
I would
lose
say
some
replace.
I lose some AP though.
I'd say lose Ravensclaw for Omega Arts personally.
Yeah. Yeah, because everything still goes up. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a straight upgrade.
Oh, and Goofy, you got a new shield.
Yes.
The Genji shield.
Genji Shield!
My favorite Overwatch character.
So Gilgamesh was here!
Yeah! We've definitely
really-
talked about this before. We're gonna say the exact same thing.
Yeah, no, specifically, it's
Reading
like,
your mind.
I think we've talked about how specifically the fact that they don't bring up the tournaments in Olympus Coliseum in KH3. It's such a missed opportunity that they didn't put in Gilgamesh as a bonus boss there specifically.
Yeah. Okay, good. I was waiting for a bit. I'm like, no, where's the option,
Wait.
Phil?
Honestly, it would be so much fun if they did a bait and switch where you think you're gonna fight Sephiroth again, but then Gilgamesh comes out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
you see
the
you just see
Masamune
the
drop
tip.
down, and then Gilgamesh
Yeah.
grabs it.
Yeah.
And it you think you're about to hear One Winged Angel, but then the freaking battle on the big bridge kicks in.
Yeah. Oh, that'd be
That
so
would be
good.
So good.
Gilgamesh,
It's actually,
my
have you
beloved.
guys seen the Gilgamesh raid in FF14?
I have not.
It's so funny. So it's battle on the big bridge, like literally you battle him on a big bridge. Pretty
Yeah.
good. But what happens is the first phase of the fight, you fight Gilgamesh, and he's like a punk bitch. He's a normal enemy who goes down really fast. Sorry, what's up? I don't actually. I'm not using it right now. It should be maybe by the couch, I think.
Thanks for guarding.
Of course. Anyway, he's a punk bitch. He goes down really fast, and then he uses an item that makes him grow like 20 times his size, and then it's the real boss fight.
Got rules.
Heal.
Wait, I can use Ragnarok now. Haha, get fucked.
You've harnessed the power of a kind of overrated MCU movie.
Dude, honestly, yeah. It's
Like,
funny,
I realize
but like it's
funny, but it's not a good movie.
yeah.
Like that's the one thing I noticed. Especially after Immortal Thor has started, going back to Ragnarok, it's not a good Thor adaptation, honestly.
Yeah. It worked at the time, but that's because the idea was, okay, more people were realizing, okay, hey, Chris Hemsworth's pretty funny, so they made a movie
Yeah.
dedicated to that.
For the purpose of getting Thor over as a character who people like, it does a great job. But in terms
Yeah.
of actually adapting what people love about the Thor comics, it does not. It's more of an adaptation of Planet Hulk than it is of the actual freaking
Yeah,
Walt Simonson
seriously.
Thor run. And it's not even that good of a Planet Hulk adaptation either.
Which it is
Yeah.
so weird that they shoehorned it into also being Planet Hulk.
It's a weird choice.
Like
if you look,
they're allergic to giving Hulk his own things to do.
yeah, I think some of that is legal issues with Universal, where
Yeah.
Marvel does not have the rights to make a solo Hulk movie without not getting as much money. But I think once again the problem is capitalism. But I think if you look at all of the MCU Thor movies, none of them actually focus that much on Asgard. It's really weird.
Yeah, no, big time.
Yeah.
I mean,
And,
the
like,
first one, he's gone from it the entire time.
Yeah. The Thor movie that focuses the most on Asgard is the worst one.
The one that focuses on it the most is the one that most people like to forget happened.
Yeah. It's hard out here being a Thor fan. There are dozens
Which
of
sucks
us.
because I feel like pre-MCU Thor, I always felt like I liked him a lot.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, I'll also say
like,
this: I liked Thor a lot
That is
after Ragnarok and Infinity War.
well, specifically what I
I
mean is that Thor had a very
Yeah.
different vibe pre-MCU, right? In that he's
Yes.
a god who talks and acts differently from everybody else. He has a different value set. I think a
Yeah.
lot about how, like, in Ultimate Alliance, the way he talks so theatrically. And, like,
Soulless machine!
how dare you strike the son of Odin! It rules. And then you have, like, Earth's Mightiest Heroes, where that's also the... Oh, right, they have the thing going on.
Thunder.
Yay! Where's my items?
Not yay.
Where are my items? Mushrooms. Like Earth's Mightiest Heroes, a lot of the character with Thor in that is like
Yeah.
the fact that he has a little bit of trouble sometimes adapting to what it is like on Earth. And you have that a little bit in the first Thor movie, but that kind of stops existing after that.
Thunder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, like now that I think about it, freaking Al Ewing's characterization of Thor in Immortal Thor, is a lot really close to like the Earth's Mightiest Heroes version, where he has that very a sort of like Shakespearean like I would have words with thee type characterization.
Yeah.
Like a very big and bold and over the top heroic, but also has a lot of like warmth and like interiority and like
Yeah.
he's a very introspective kind of character.
He ends up
like,
being
he's
seen
not-
as this meathead a lot of the time, and it's unfortunate because it's like
Yeah.
the best versions of Thor are like, yeah, he loves battle and stuff like that, but I wouldn't call him a warrior poet necessarily, usually, but he has those kinds of vibes.
Yeah.
Thor is not like he's not smart in the way that like Tony Stark or Reed Richards are, but he's very wise, and like Al
Yes.
Ewing really gets that.
Yeah,
Like
I
Goofy.
gotta check that out.
There's
There's a lot of
really
comics I
good.
gotta check out.
It's kind of like Goofy in the trio, you know, like Goofy's not.
Yeah,
in a
tying
weird
it
way,
all
it-
back.
Yeah.
Get back. Still on topic.
I'm not sure what actor or VA can actually pull off the sort of prose Thor requires. Dogs need to feel silly instead of impressive. Oh no, I can't remember his name. Why can't I remember his name? Oh no, Liquid Snake. Thank you. Oh my god, that's embarrassing. My Metal Gear card needs to be taken away. Cam Clark in Ultimate Alliance does a really good job.
Yeah.
Heal.
Honestly, I think like Chris Hemsworth genuinely could be a great Thor if you gave him the right script.
Yeah, seriously.
Because like, honestly, I think the best Thor movie is Infinity War.
Yeah.
Because, like,
Yeah.
he gets a
far and
really
away the
great arc
best-
in that
the best
movie.
of him. Yeah.
Heal.
I liked what they opted to do with Endgame. I didn't love it, but I liked it. But Infinity War was so good.
I
the
technically
double
liked it.
whammy
I just wish
of
it was less of a joke.
Ragnarok and Infinity.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. I liked it, but didn't love it.
It
I
really
wish-
bothered me that Thor being like actually depressed and broken was like comedy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like if you look at like the actual like important scenes with Thor, like the "I'm Still Worthy" scene is fantastic.
Yeah,
Also,
exactly.
in addition to that, you have everyone making fun of him for being fat, which is just really bad and,
And the thing is, like,
tasteless.
and the thing is, like, exactly. Like, I don't have a problem with Thor getting out of shape and getting, you know, overweight. You know, do like, it's like sometimes when you get hit by trauma,
Yeah.
that's what happens. Like,
Yeah.
you stop taking care of yourself and whatnot. It's the fact that they turn that part of it into a joke over and over and over that I find really frustrating. But when there's so much else there that's really good.
Yeah, Spider-Verse does it better with Peter B. Parker, where, like, yeah, he's, like, going through a rough spot and he's out of shape, and it pokes fun at him a little for that, but, like,
Yeah.
for the most part, he's just still a competent hero.
Exactly. Yeah, no.
Yeah,
That's the thing
exactly.
that they do really well with Peter B. Parker and Into the Spider-Verse. Peter is still as competent as ever as Spider-Man. The thing he's lost his touch on is that due to how his social life has collapsed. and
He's a
whatnot,
pretty bad
okay,
Peter
he did the
Parker.
Yeah, exactly. He's gotten lost in the sauce.
Peter
and
Peter
is
Peter
just
B.
not
Parker
taking care
having
of
the
himself.
same complaints as Andrew Garfield.
Yeah, and, like, it's not...
Exactly.
Honestly, it's not even that, the movie makes fun of him for being fat. It makes fun of him for being insecure about being fat.
Yeah, exactly. It's tonally very different, and that's why, like, it
Yeah.
feels less tasteless than Endgame, just showing you Thor's big belly and telling you to laugh.
Yeah. And it also makes the other Avengers just look
It
really
makes them feel really
insensitive.
mean.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like honestly, like, okay, we are fully off topic here, but screw it.
There's not a lot going on right now. I figured this,
Yeah,
this
for,
was
like-
gonna be a chill stream.
For all of
It's
like
a
the
vibe.
freaking like 2010s Tumblr content of the Avengers like being a found family who all hang out in the Avengers Tower all the time, that dynamic does not really exist in the movies or in the comics really most of the time.
Yeah.
They're mostly just coworkers.
I think maybe the only
And,
thing
like-
I've seen it done in is like Earth's Mightiest Heroes, and even then,
Yeah.
there's
Like,
there's some characters that pair together a lot more than others.
Yeah, like,
Yes.
look, yet another reason why Earth's Mightiest Heroes low-key the best Avengers adaptation.
Yeah.
But like,
I gotta rewatch
yeah, like
that.
Oh yeah.
honestly same.
I didn't know Chris Yost wrote that. Or not, I shouldn't say wrote
Yeah.
that, like he did everything. But Chris Yost, also the guy who wrote Kane's Scarlet Spider run.
Yeah, he's done some good freaking stuff.
Ooh.
Yeah, I guess I didn't have like a larger point that I was building
No,
to.
sometimes
just like,
you don't.
Yeah. Just shaking the tree to see what falls out.
This should help.
This should help.
Okay, like Lieutenant, yeah, that's absolutely Guardians of the Galaxy. Like it's the exact.
The Avengers
I
are
was just thinking,
cease.
It's
Yeah.
the exact same thing where, like, over the course of the last few Persona games, the party has become, like, increasingly close knit. Like, the Phantom Thieves are a found family. The investigation team are, like, a group of high school friends. C's they are co-workers. They are work acquaintances. They have no, like, deeper dynamic than that for the most part. Not helped by the fact that you can't hang out with them unless you are dating them.
Yeah, man. That's something I'm hoping future Persona games like really shed is like this pairing of any kind of like some actual interaction with these characters as you'd want to date them.
Yeah.
Oh my god. What is going on here? Donald, get up. Donald, get up.
What if I do want to date them, but they're a man?
I
Well,
can. Wait, I have Leaf Racer. I have
wait.
Leaf Racer. Just dodge. Just dodge. Okay. My finger's working so hard. Heal! No!
Oh, again! No!
Damn. Okay.
Bum 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 bum.
I have enough items. That was just badly timed. Ugh. Okay. Maybe.
That sucks.
Yeah, I guess there's nothing really I can equip that makes this better. Just be better.
Yeah. just
Yeah.
Scale issue.
All right. Let's see. What time is it? It's we've gone 3 hours. Are we good if I go for one more run at it?
Yeah, I'm game for one more.
Okay, good. Because I know it's coming up on when we usually end. So I didn't want to like, if we were any farther than now, I would probably just call it. But
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, we're in the home stretch, so
yeah, I
even
think
if we don't finish it tonight, that's perfectly fine.
yeah,
I will say I'm impressed that that I did not expect the Hades Cup to take this long. I thought it would take like an hour, maybe an hour and a half. I didn't expect it to take 2+ hours.
Yeah, no, it's pretty beefy.
It's a
Yeah.
lot of fights. And not for nothing, all the bosses have like so much health.
Yeah.
I think for me,
Also, I'm
I
probably
think when I
under
did my
level.
playthrough.
Yeah, that's probably
Probably.
like I
That's probably part of
remember
it, yeah.
I had a lot less trouble with the earlier stuff, but that is because I had done a lot more grinding.
Yeah.
I think it's funny that like I'm having way more trouble on these last few generic enemy waves than I was on any of the bosses.
Yeah. Freaking in-game enemies, dude.
Yep.
Heal.
And the next world is full of them.
Can I drop some food for thought for the most recent vaguely on topic, but I was watching the most recent MAWS episode of Vague reminding me of like how sparse MLM content it is a lot of this new age progressive cartoon media is. Yeah, that's true. Like you see a lot of like queer female characters, but not a lot of like queer male characters in like modern animation. Like especially like you'll occasionally
Genuinely?
get like
I can say why. Oh, sorry.
I
I'm
think I
totally
know-
interrupting you. Go ahead.
No, I think I know the reason you're gonna say, but I was gonna say like you will occasionally get like gay male characters, but like barely ever any like bi male characters.
Yeah.
Like exception of like freaking like I guess you have like Zagreus as a video game example, but in terms of like Western animation specifically, the only one I can think of is well, I guess there's Hunter from Owl House, who is awesome, but like that's never explicitly canonically been confirmed.
Oh, there we go. Hello?
Hello?
Hey.
Okay, yes, I hear you. Good.
I just crashed out of the call. That's okay.
I like that sometimes Discord will just be bad for a sec.
Yeah.
just for no reason.
But yeah, all I was gonna say is that like in terms of like bi male characters in Western animation, the only one I can think of off the top of my head is freaking Moxie from Hell of a Boss,
I was.
which is like, and that's like a YouTube thing, so like
Yeah.
it's kind of a gray area.
You're cheating.
Heal.
I'm like I can probably say why we see so many more like women loving women and not men loving men. And it's primarily because I think
Come on.
for a lot of TV audiences, it is often easier to stomach lesbian
Yeah.
couples than it is gay couples, unfortunately.
For male gaze type reasons.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Which is just
You
which
see
is
that a-
super unfortunate.
Like still this probably will not mean a lot to you, but Jane will get it. Doctor Who. There's a
Oh,
big
yeah.
difference going from
Yeah.
the Russell T Davies run, which is like the start of like the revival series in the early 2000s, which had genuinely like a lot of great like queer male rep. Like the Doctor even is strongly implied to be like bi/pan as well.
Yeah.
And like I think that like Captain Jack Harkness was like my introduction as a teenager to the concept of like,
Right
oh,
on.
you can like the boys and the girls. I'm not gonna think about that. But and then like a few years later in the 2010s, you get to the Stephen Moffat era, which has a lot of queer female characters who are treated in a very like leering male gazy type way, where their relationships are not given that much interiority or nuance.
Yeah.
And then all of the queer male characters are treated as a punchline.
Yeah.
So it's
I've
a very
seen
egregious,
H-Bomb's video about Sherlock.
it's a very egregious case
Yeah.
of like queer characters existing for the sake of the male gaze.
And
Yeah.
I will say, to Doctor Who's credit, you know, now that Russell T Davies is back on the show, in the
I have
new
heard-
season,
Yeah, I have heard that
the Doctor's
go
new
a
love
lot
interest is
harder.
you know, the Doctor has a MLM romance in this season. He's got a new love in.
Yeah.
They've introduced a new Jack Harkness type character, who and the Doctor has a genuine love story with that person, with that guy.
I would
And
agree with the male
it's-
gaze thing, but the Owl is a super hyper desexualized series. Male gaze is mostly used about like sexualization gray, but it doesn't entirely just connotate a sexualized view. And in this case, like specifically what's being talked about is like less like having women loving women just for like male gazy sexualization reasons, but more because culturally there is often less of a attached stigma to like lesbian couples than gay couples.
Yeah.
That
It
least in
is
America.
considered
Also-
it is considered more palatable.
Yes.
That, and I would
exactly.
also argue part of it is a lot of the showrunners on those shows are themselves, women or bi or queer or anything like that.
I want to
it's
make about
like
male gaze
where
necessarily or more about Christian fundamentals. Oh no, sorry, Gray. That's basically what we're saying. We just
Yeah.
didn't use those words.
Yeah.
It is more about like, it's cultural,
Yeah.
which
all,
means it's
like,
hard to talk about.
It's all aspects of like the same issue essentially.
Yeah.
yeah.
But yeah, I really like. I haven't watched the new season, but I remember. But I was really happy with like how like freaking David Tennant's doctor, they finally like come out and say, yeah, he likes dudes. And so I'm very happy that they're doubling down on that with the 15th Doctor.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's awesome.
Come on.
I hope you're all enjoying this, breakdown of like modern pop culture queer representation during the Kingdom Hearts 180s Cup.
Do you think who is the most homophobic character in Kingdom Hearts? Do you think? Not who do you think is homophobic? Who do you think is the most homophobic?
Ansem the Wise.
Actually,
let me think. Honestly, I would. Are we
Hades?
talking?
Maleficent?
Are we talking Kingdom Hearts as in just Kingdom Hearts 1? Or
I meant
the
Kingdom Hearts
series
the
as a whole?
franchise. Yes.
Okay. Because if I were gonna say, I was gonna say if it's KH1, my vote would go to Riku as internalized homophobia.
Ooh, spicy.
That's spicy. That makes sense. Also,
I think there's a lot of internalized homophobia in Riku in this game in KH1.
Also, for the record, Maleficent is not homophobic because I think she likes women. I don't think any of the Disney villains are straight.
Any of them. Actually, you're so
Yeah,
right.
especially Hades, who was in, need I remind you, ancient Greece.
This is true.
This before the concept of being
Okay.
straight was invented.
To be fair, dang it, I said it again. Hades was also the Greek god with a loyal, who was actually a loyal husband to his wife.
I mean,
So-
we don't know what his life was like before he met Persephone.
That's true.
Getting freak. What if his name was Freakdees and he just got freaky? Send it. I'm too online.
Okay, so here's my answer. I think the most homophobic character
Come on.
in Kingdom Hearts as a franchise, I would say, similar to my answer with Riku in KH1, I would say Saïx.
Oh.
But
Because
he's gay,
a lot of
but
his
he's
characters...
gay for Lee.
Exactly.
In all my
There's a lot of
fanfiction.
internalized... Well, I mean, I don't know if
No, that's
it's
canon.
definitely not. That's one of the things where like, okay, I would be shocked if it's not canon. It's
This should help.
it runs pretty hard into that. Where it's like, okay,
Oh, they're running hard, all right. Sorry.
ew.
It's like the freaking Xavier Magneto thing, where like they'll never say it outright, but it would make less
Yeah.
sense if they were straight.
Yeah.
Me looking at that
I
X-Men
mean-
97 dialogue where he's like, "We're brothers, Magnus." Like, uh-huh. Okay.
Really?
Okay, sure. Yeah, if you're
What,
into
what
that.
kind of fanfic are you reading, Charles?
I see they're writing the same sort of dialect from the school of the OG English Sailor Moon dub.
Yeah.
yeah.
You're a cousin to me, Magnus. A roommate, even.
Oh boy, but yeah, no, I would argue, yeah, no, thinking about it seriously, my vote would go to Saïx. There's a lot.
It's pretty funny.
His whole character, especially in Cage 2 and 3, in Final Mix especially, you're like, okay, no, that character is motivated the hell and back by internalized homophobia and just like and
If I had a
unresolved
nickel for every
tension
character in
with-
Kingdom Hearts, you could argue is fueled by internalized homophobia. I'd have 2 nickels. Actually, wait, no, probably more than 2.
Yeah, I was gonna say maybe 3, because Axel. I mean, well, granted, the relationship between Axel and Roxas is not meant to be.
I don't think that's internalized
Weird.
homophobia.
Yeah, I don't think so either. I know that there's a lot of shippers out there for that ship, but I don't.
Oh no, let me
I don't agree with-
specify.
yeah.
I don't think it's internalized homophobia because I don't think he. Ahem, my fan fiction.
Ah. Okay.
I think that Xehanort is like publicly homophobic because Ansem the Wise is very conservative, and he wants to toe the party line. But behind closed doors, I think he
I think Ansem the Wise is a conservative grifter. Wait, he is.
I don't think he's a grifter. I just think he's a boomer.
Honestly, the thing is, like, I'm not even sure that Ansem the Wise would be. I could, but granted, I think I have a more. I mean, granted, Ansem
Sorry, yes,
goes on
you've
a
read
dark
Dark
path
Roads.
at some point. Hold on, I was talking about real Ansem.
To be clear,
here.
I'm not making fun of
But-
you. I'm making fun of Dark Roads.
Well, I was gonna say in Dark Roads. I mean, honestly, after watching that, I would not be surprised if Xehanort and Ericus were basically just Kingdom Hearts Charles and Eric.
Oh, that makes sense. That checks out.
Yeah,
With
I
all
would not
the
be
yaps.
surprised. Yeah.
Okay, this is the
Old
part of
man
this
Yowie,
round that
let's
fucked me over last
go.
time.
Yeah. Like I don't think that's something that Xehanort himself cares much about. And I don't think it's something Ansem the Wise would care much about either. I think Ansem the Wise cares more about science. If anything, like, granted, this is just me. I've always gotten the impression that Ansem is probably Ace. I don't know why.
That makes sense. That makes sense, honestly.
I think.
I mean, he's just a...
Kingdom Hearts is a
Right,
very
that is-
sexless franchise. So
Yeah,
I don't
wait,
think.
wait,
I don't
wait,
think when
we are
you say for
true.
some reason, I'm like, oh, because like no one expresses actually that kind of desire. It's basically
wait,
all
let's-
in our heads.
Well,
Let's be real
Well,
here. We are
basically,
going purely off of like vibes and headcanon.
yeah.
yeah. I mean,
It is a
there's
franchise made
romance
in
Kingdom
collaboration
Hearts.
with
There
Disney.
is- Yeah, there is romance, just not much in the way of sexuality, which I mean, more than fair considering that most of the key characters are.
Yeah. It'd be weird if there was.
Yeah.
I was gonna say people aren't allowed to be horny in Disney media, but then I remembered that one scene in The Lion King.
I was gonna say, like, also, I mean, there's some sexual energy in like the Renaissance era Disney stuff, like.
Yeah.
The kiss at the end of Beauty and the Beast. I mean, if you look at that in slow motion, like the movement, like okay,
They're getting in there.
like it's like just the straight up, like okay, Belle's hands are like on the chest at first, and then like, she just, as the kiss starts, she leaps into him or whatever, like it throws her arms around his neck or whatever.
Just grabbing a big old handful of them beast titties.
Yeah, it's like this whole thing where it's like, okay, it's like I have a hard time buying that.
This should help.
Anywho, I
cancel.
probably shouldn't finish that sentence,
There
but
we
anywho,
I know this is Pixar and not Disney necessarily.
yeah, no,
The
modern
The
Disney-
Incredibles will
modern
never be in
Disney
Kingdom
is
Hearts.
very, yeah.
I knew it. The moment you said
Ew.
that, oh, I know where she's going with this. I know
Yeah.
you. I know your game.
You know what I'm about. Also, there's
I
more!
do.
This is a long-ass seed.
You say that though, but KH2 and KH3 both feature Meg, and especially in KH3, they
Thunder.
Alright, just blow everything up.
Come on.
get teched by that, I guess.
Okay, that's a really fun read from Doom. I like this headcanon.
Alright.
You know what? I
Mark
think
said it's a
actually
homophobe, but only when it's other people.
that absolutely fits with her.
Okay. Dodge, move.
Walk in.
You know
Do
what?
it.
I can't try to
Do
heal,
it.
because the second I stop moving, I die. Donald, get up! Donald! Heal me and my life is yours! No!
Well, good stream, everyone.
Very good.
Well,
Still, you might want to do some grinding off screen before the
Little
next stream.
yeah.
Possibly.
You know what? I'm happy I can at least get to the second. I got to the second seed without dying. I'm gonna like, I'll consider
Yeah,
that
no,
a
yeah.
moral victory.
Like I
And
would
I'll-
not be.
yeah.
I would be surprised if we don't get this on the first run next time.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that we did honestly, the last boss of the Hades Cup is not that hard. It's actually
Yeah, no,
I didn't
the
expect
road
it to.
getting to it, it's harder than the actual boss itself, and that's hilarious to me.
yeah, hard to agree. I had a pretty easy time with it, honestly.
But all right, so that said,
Yeah.
thanks everybody who tuned in. This was bumping a little bit.
Yeah, I think
I think a great
we
time.
I feel like this
Yeah,
stream was more of a
honestly.
podcast than a Kingdom Hearts stream, which is pretty funny. And, and I was
But you know
for
what?
it.
It was a fun podcast.
Exactly. Sometimes that's just the vibe when you do purely optional stuff for almost a whole stream.
Yeah. And honestly, I think we need breather episodes like that.
Yes,
You know what
yeah.
I mean? Like, so if it's constantly just progressing to the next story or whatever on and so on
Yeah.
and so forth, whatever.
Like
that can get stressful. Like as we saw at the start of the stream.
yeah, I was gonna say y'all saw how I reacted when we had to do a story thing.
Ooh, you
I'm
hate
sorry
the
for
story
blowing
of
up like
Kingdom
that.
Hearts.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I'm that was embarrassing. I'm sorry for
No,
blowing
I
up
didn't.
like
I
that.
was
Dude, you were
I was
totally
the same
fine.
way last week, so no worries about it. It's I think this was a much needed breather.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You know what?
We didn't have to worry
still
about anything.
here.
It was just us going on vibes, and it was
We're
a blast.
We're still here. We are still confirmed stronger than Matt and Wooly.
Yes! So that said, I said that already too. I need to find more words to say. Again, thanks everybody for tuning in. Always super appreciate it. Have a good whatever it is,
Yeah.
wherever you are.
Yeah.
I think that's...